How's it going, my friends? I am trying to get my multi-chat to work, but it will not work. I know I updated today, but I haven't had an issue with it updating before. That's unfortunate. I don't think I have multi-chat today. All right, well. I'm good, Deos. How are you doing? Hello, friends.
What's up, boss?
Hello?
Hello? Oh my god, is that Stickman?
Nah, it's a fake account.
Fake account? That's I figured as much.
AI is getting too real nowadays.
Fake news.
Real Stickman's too toxic to play with to do normal raids. They do teaching runs.
Are you galaxy pooling? Where are you?
I'm trying to go Grasp of Avarice. I just don't remember how to hit the load.
How does this work? Felix, how's it going? That's what I'm doing wrong. Good, thanks. I would be better if my stuff would work.
You canceled your request.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention to it.
It says you're in it.
I just clicked join.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I canceled it, because then it would have made you like request it again, I think. We make it really chaotic and combine all of our chats and just have my bot go crazy.
I mean, your bot. I have a lot of shit meme commands as well that would just absolutely like, I literally have to filter them out. No, hear me out, Cap. We all share our chats, then we all turn on Twitch chat plays, so everybody's typing in everyone's chats trying to spam. Literally unreadable.
I don't know, Manini. Apparently you're throwing. I don't think you should collab
Hey,
with
Bammy?
Stickman anymore, or with Manini anymore, Stick, because she's not following.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, that's the most base thing you could do, though, so I'm not going to fault Manini for that. What is objectively the right decision, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I think everybody in your chat, Cat, will be trying to figure out why we went into Hector's garage and found out he's running Hondas with spoon engines.
Dude, I still don't understand that message at all. I still don't get that one.
Have you never seen the Fast and Furious?
No, I have. Is that just a quote from
Yeah, it's
Fast and
when
Furious?
they Dominic Toretto Toretto, Vin Diesel and his crony found Paul Walker snooping around outside the garage, and he went in there and said, I just went in there and this is what Hector's going to be running at Race Wars.
Is there more lore to that? Why is it being repeated by your bot?
It's just on a loop, and the bot plays it.
Hey, Cam. Sweet. You're good to hop in whenever. We are waiting on one more, but we do have a backup if he's not available anymore. But, I mean, other than that, I'm good to go. I set up my loadouts.
Not quite sure what this one's for.
They're a little bit like just old stuff and new stuff put together. But I think we're pretty much ready to go.
Gotta be a better way.
Whole worlds of knowledge were lost in the fires of the assault. I must document all I can remember.
Oh.
Yep.
You're
Hello.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
This has been what, 3 weeks in the making?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds about right. Two and a half.
Yeah.
All right, the schedule's just a little bit rough to plan things with right now.
No, that's all right. We made it happen. Thanks for making it happen.
For sure.
That makes sense now.
Let me ping Yoshi real quick.
What's the god roll for Mirror Mago?
That's a new SMG, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really much of a SMG user these days.
I'd say Sword Logic, Subsistence, or Pugilist.
Yeah.
I'm good. Hot dog, how are you doing?
I want to go for an adept, but I also like my life.
Yeah, those adepts are rough to chase for.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me go do my hair show. I did just get out of the shower again. Just like last time. A while ago, Kev. A while. It's been probably 3 weeks since it's been last haircut. Is that bad? It's more so that I just got out of the shower and haven't done anything with it. Probably won't do anything with it.
Yes.
This is pissing me off that my multi-chat won't work. I don't know what the deal is. All right, I'm thinking. I don't see Jazz online either. He's going to be available as a backup. And Yoshi is currently playing Grand Theft Auto and not responding, so I'm wondering if he is.
Is he streaming?
I don't know. Hold, please.
The Grand Theft Auto grind goes crazy.
I don't think he's streaming.
I don't see how people are playing Grand Theft Auto 5 after this amount of time.
Could you believe me if I've never played it?
No way.
That's not true. I've played maybe 20 minutes.
Dude.
In like 2021, I tried to play it for like a couple minutes and I got bored right away.
Oh man.
Beating up
But
hookers is
also,
timeless.
I guess the Grand Theft Auto players could say the same about us.
I don't know. Grand Theft Auto is kind of a main classic. You know, I feel like everybody has to play those. GTA? Or what specifically? Goodness, I don't like the way my hair's sitting. Of course I left my hat upstairs. Okay.
I'll be back in just a second.
What are our thoughts on grabbing somebody else from chat? With or without experience?
As long as they got experience.
It's your run, boss. I'm here to do whatever.
Anthony, thanks for following. I appreciate it. Hot dog, you're still not available, right? You've never played a GTA game? Dude. At this point, with 6 coming out sometime soon, I probably wouldn't bother with 5. I don't know. 5's still really good. I don't know. Maybe it's not for everybody. I think it's a really good game. But I get it. Yeah, I figured. You're good. I'm just checking. What else we got? How's it going, Car Ramrod? Sorry, I don't even see your message. All right, I don't think I have anybody in my streams that would be interested in and wanting to and willing to join. Do you guys have anybody? We could always just 5 minutes. That's not an issue to me either.
Manini said if absolutely needed, she would join.
I don't think we need it. But I don't think I have a 6th anymore.
I'm back.
It's up to you, Manini, at this point, basically.
Unless, Dick, do you have anybody that would want to join?
I had a couple people in my chat that might be interested. I'm not sure. I think they have experience with it, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
So I guess it depends if you need somebody that's.
No, I don't think so.
With it,
We've got us, and Cam's got. Remind me where you're feeling with this raid, Cam?
Good all the way up till Verity.
Okay.
Which is not good, but
okay. Then yeah, probably not a ton of experience needed. Just just an extra body that wants to kind of be here.
Yeah, I got somebody. I'm pretty sure they've done it. Oh yeah, no, they've done it. All right.
And then just reminder, this is probably going to be a little bit of a longer run. I was planning on, I don't know, like how deep into the first 3 encounters are you, Cam? Because like there's so many little tiny things that we do or that we look for that help our runs go a little bit smoother.
Yeah. I mean, I'm game for whatever. Like I can get the
What's up, Scout?
like the base mechanics down. Like I don't want you guys to have to drag it out if you don't need to. Like I'm all up for.
I mean, I was kind of looking forward to getting real granular with it, but I'm fine with whatever.
I'm down. Yeah, now whatever's good for the group, I'm good with. You guys want to fucking dissect it? I'm all for it.
Okay.
I can do basically everything in this raid.
Sweet.
Yeah, I just don't want to be the guy like, oh, here we go. Gotta explain the little stuff, but if you guys are down for it.
That's kind of what I was planning on. My hope was, my plan was to kind of record this and give it as a resource to a couple people.
Hell yeah.
Should I use my good mic then, so that's in the video?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other
It's
way.
gonna sound so good in the recording.
Go ahead and turn your fan on while you're at it.
Oh yeah, here.
I can move my fan closer so you can hear it.
Hey guys, I'll be on ad player. That's okay.
Cam, I don't think we are friends, are we?
I don't believe we are.
Shoot me your Bungie ID, or I can give you mine.
Yeah, we have to just start a chat. Or...
Okay. No raffles. This is a teaching run for somebody that specifically asked, that reached out wanting to, not reached out, but
Any
mentioned
class you guys want me on?
you wanted to know a little bit more about this raid. Nah, not anymore.
Oh, whatever you want to run.
My plan is probably just to use Lord of Wolves for second encounter, and then probably Queenbreaker would be one of our better options for witness. So it really doesn't matter anymore.
Wait, actually, it'd be so free with Lord of Wolves to 5-man. You could easily I mean, not that we want to, because we want to actually explain encounters, but like having a 5-man 1 phase would be so easy this season to have skip.
That's true.
This would be the goated season to do the carries.
Yeah, I think so too. You joined like the second I sent that invite.
Well, I was sitting over here and I realized I wasn't even in the fire team.
Sweet. Chicky, how's it going? I didn't even see you redeem that. I was distracted by show making fun of my hair.
Maybe I can get something put together and we can all do this again. Oh, Manini's super sad that she didn't get to join.
She made it seem like she didn't really care.
Tell Manini that she has to run a raid with us after. No, it's not a choice.
When you say if you absolutely need a 6th, it feels like
you don't really want to join, but
Yeah.
you can if needed.
you're available if needed, but you don't really want to, need to. It doesn't really matter.
The turn of events there is crazy.
She was busy with her kid.
I get that.
Cap, how would you feel about having your face on screen periodically?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not feeling great about the hair again tonight. I just showered again. Didn't do anything with
Nah,
it.
you look good. You look
I feel
good.
like I'm getting roasted already. Show already came into my chat just completely making fun of me.
No, I said the hair looks good. I like the hair. I wasn't making fun of you. The glasses and hair the other day was so solid.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Well, that was way too far to the side. Wasn't. We're good. We're not good. Do you know where all the... Do you want the red border rooms? Do you already know where those are? Or do you want me to kind of teach you where those are?
Yeah, I'd love to learn where those are.
Sweet.
I'm following you.
Okay, so do you know how to read this wall for the red border?
No, I'll learn that.
Sweet. So I don't know why, or if there's like any deeper lore and as to why they set it up this way, but you're looking, you see those columns of shapes just above me? There's like 3 right here, 2 in the middle, and yeah.
That's good.
So for whatever reason, it's the 3rd one in from the left. So the right one in this cluster, you're looking at that one.
Yeah.
And you're
So
reading it
it's
from
square.
bottom to top. Because
Okay.
we're climbing the spire is the way I like to think of it. So the first one we want to do is triangle, and then circle, and then square, and then circle, and then square. That's what that 30404 in the chat is. It's just us calling out what shapes we need to do.
And you have, like, you guys annotate the shapes by numbers.
Yeah,
3 being triangle. Okay.
exactly. And I personally like it because it's easier for me to throw into chat with my right hand. Don't do that room, guys, if you haven't already.
And this is the play about, what, like halfway through here where you guys are bouncing back and forth?
Mhm.
Gotcha, okay.
I know a lot of people also use these rooms to kind of give tutorials on how the plates work in general.
Yeah.
We're coming up here over to the left. Sliding through here. And I'm assuming you already know how these plates work, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So they work the exact same way right here. So go ahead and you can just keep bouncing them back and forth. And wait until a triangle spawns. And then you can close the conductor with the triangle.
Alright, so I got a triangle.
Triangle's right there, yep.
And now I can shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, you keep going in order here, so is it like...
So that just means that this conductor wants triangle, and there's going to be 4 other conductors that we got to close throughout the rest of the raid. So go ahead and so you can go ahead and close this one with triangle since you have triangle still. So when you the way the buff works is when you have any resonant stacks, it allows you to shoot that, and that's just you priming it. And now you got to send the pulse. You could do this mid-sending pulse, and then just once it gets there, go ahead and close it. And then once you step on it, that's when it's consuming your stack, and then it's closing, and then it's pulling that stack and using that for closing the conductor there.
Okay.
And we'll do another one in just a little bit. Technically, only 3 of these 5 rooms are for the red border, and the other 2 are for the mod that you can get at the end of the raid. Alright, the actual path I think is supposed to be done over here. Maybe? Goes over here. I usually skip a lot of this.
That's all good.
And then we're gonna go in that little slit right there.
Gotcha.
Oh, and apparently there's a little lip. You don't want to fall down here. That was really dumb. I don't know if you saw that, but I was like pushing up against it and I was trying to jump, but it was just stopping me. Cool. And same exact thing in here. I probably need to activate that one for you unless you've already done the triumphs.
No, you'll probably have to activate it.
Yeah, so I just have to open up that box for you and then you can bounce those back and forth.
What's that? Wait, so how do you have access to get this going?
There are. And so again, this is one of the ones. This is one of the ones for the mod. The other ones are for the red border. But I have access to those because I've completed all the triumphs. I think is what it was. Like all the not the challenges, but the just like the normal like the encounter triumphs. You can go ahead and start bouncing this one. We're going for circle here.
Let's see a square. Triangle.
Go ahead and grab that circle and then just shoot the keep bouncing it. Shoot the conductor at any time. Do it now. And just wait for it to get over there and close it. Perfect.
Sweet.
Let's see. I usually come out of this. I usually just jump up here.
Oh, eager edge, please.
And then just anywhere over here. Or over to the right side if you want to. Basically at the end anyway. Sweet. Those are the first two rooms, and then we'll pick up one more before the second encounter. And then we'll do the other two on the way to the third encounter.
Just eager edged off the map. Oh.
Sweet.
Kind of just go ad clear, right? Machine guns are.
Yeah, ad clear, and I do recommend something with precision. Yeah, for the tormentors.
Okay.
Izzy will a honed Izzy shot will one hit the shoulder, and immediately put him into his like enraged portion, whatever he does.
Obviously, Lord of Wolves.
One of those will also be good, yeah. Alright, cool. And then, like I said, I can go pretty damn deep in this encounter. This is actually one of the more complex encounters, just for the amount of like small things you can do to help it go faster. How deep are you wanting me to go into this? I could probably overwhelm you with information.
It's up to you. Like I'm down to get nitty gritty. I've four-man this with like some average Destiny players before, so we got like the basics down just to get the clear.
Okay.
So we didn't go like too crazy.
Okay. Do you at least know what killing what triggers what to spawn and where?
I believe so. It's been like my last, I think, what 4 or 5 clears have just been with you when you do the carries, but like I have to just go through it once. But I like vaguely remember like you go through opposite. You guys are working like in a circle, so you guys just follow like the what do you call it with the shields? The
Hydras?
Oh my god. Yeah, the Hydras. So the Hydras, you want to get the Hydras down. This way you can move on to the next room and keep shutting down.
Exactly, but there's a couple
like
things that...
general idea.
Yeah, there's a couple things that need to happen before the Hydra will even spawn, so let me go over that just real quick. Just to kind of go a little bit deeper into it. If I can get at least one person to stay in this room that you're already in, so that the doors don't close. So we start in the middle, right? And there are 8 surrounding rooms. So there's 4 corner rooms and 4 side rooms. So we usually will split it up, have 2 of us go wall and have two of us go corner. Doesn't really need to be that way, just kind of whatever your team's feeling. But essentially what's always going to happen are two doors next to each other are always going to open at the same time. Let's say, for example, it's that corner and then this wall. So those two would open. We would split up the team. Half of us would go one way, half of us would go the other way. And then in those rooms, we are trying to make like basically doing a big, I guess, circle, sort of square like border around this whole arena, but in opposite directions. So if I were to go into the corner room, I would end up going to the corner room, and then I'd go to the left room over here, and then I'd end up up here. And same with this one. If I went this way, we'd end up going to the right or clockwise.
Yeah.
I feel like that always helps to understand, because sometimes people struggle finding what door they need to go out of. So if you kind of know the general direction that you're supposed to be heading, you just always want to be getting further away from the other team. Okay. Yeah. So when you go into a room, let's say you and I were on the corner team, we would go into this room. In the very first room we go into, it's always important that we kill. Well, let me back up. Do you know how to tell which side's going to have the overload champ? Cool. So if I come into this room and I see hobgoblins, and then just like goblins, and then the goblins are kind of like the main enemy, and then you'll have some hobgoblins or scions. Whatever side has hobgoblins, they're not going to have the overload in the third room. They would have it in their fourth room. So it typically makes sense for the other side, the side that has scions, to keep going and go and get to their overload. So if I were to come into this room and I've got hobgoblins, and that's unless you're doing challenge. If you're doing challenge, the challenge is to kill the overloads that are in the fourth room. So it would be basically the opposite. You'd kill the ones that whoever had the hobgoblins would progress. But if you're just doing this normally, you would want to watch for the scions. If you have scions, then you should be progressing. So if we come in here, we have hobgoblins. There's no reason for me to keep going and spawn more shit for the other people to have to deal with. Because if I clear this room and then I were to go into the next room and I kill the minotaur that would spawn in the next room, that would mean that the other team gets a hydra. And there's no reason for them to get a hydra, because we don't need to open our doors further. So we might as well just kill our room and then just wait here for them to spawn a hydra for us. So the way that works is the first room you go into, you need to make sure you kill, I want to say it's at least 75% of the ads, maybe 80%, but at least the majority of the ads in here. And then you can move on to the next room. Usually I just end up killing everything, except for I usually don't bother with the hobgoblins or scions, because they don't really ever need to be killed. But all the low level ads need to be killed. Pretty much all of them. And then you move on to the next room. That next room, assuming you killed enough ads, would have a minotaur. That minotaur is the only thing that needs to die in this room. You could leave everything else if you wanted to. Once the minotaur is dead, that triggers a hydra to spawn for the other team.
Yep. And that putting that down gets you to unlock another door and keep on moving.
Exactly. So when we kill our minotaur and then they kill the hydra that we spawned for them, it will open up our door. It allows us to move forward. So anytime you kill a hydra, that's allowing the other team to move forward.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we did have the scions in that same example, if we had the scions in our first room, we would want to make sure we kill those enemies and then come over into this room and kill the minotaur. They would kill a hydra. It's always nice to call out when that happens, so that they know that they need to be looking for it. Because sometimes you can miss the hydra, because the hydra will always spawn, will typically spawn, and there's a few exceptions to this rule, but typically the hydra will spawn wherever somebody has gone furthest into that side. So if they're still chilling in the first room, the hydra should spawn on them. But if somebody on their side moved to the second or third room, the hydra should spawn in that further room for them. But it's always nice to just call it out so that they know that they need to be watching for that hydra, and then just keep reminding them if they're too slow or if they're not actually killing anything, because that needs to die. Okay, once the hydra is dead, your door would open, and your third room should always have your overload, assuming you had the scions on your side. Kill the overload, and that calls up the tormentor. We can go in and kill the tormentor, and then we basically do that again with the next round. Now there is one thing that we typically do in our carry runs. We probably shouldn't do it here. I guess we could, but what we usually do in our carry runs is we'll have one of the whoever killed the overload, we'd have them stay in this room. And that helps us move a little bit quicker to getting the plates bouncing for the next area, because they will already be deep into the rooms. Whereas, and there's also a chance that if that door was closed, if it was a similar situation and that door was still closed, the other plate, the closing plate was in that room, we could already start bouncing it before that hydra is even dead to open up that door. Yeah, that's just kind of another way to speed it up a little bit, but it's not really necessary. The other thing that I will mention is that for that first round, you know how I said if we have hobgoblins, we can just stay in that room and kill,
Yeah.
just kill their Hydra. The second time we do that, so after the first Tormentor's killed, we can't just do that again. We wouldn't want to anyway, because we'd want to be opening up the rooms to make sure we can start bouncing the plates. But we specifically can't do that because we need to make sure we kill, for the second round, if we have hobgoblins, you need to make sure that you kill the first set of first room of ads, and then you need to kill the Minotaur in the next room, because that Minotaur and the Hydra that you spawn need to be killed in order for the box to spawn at the end of the round.
Got it. Okay. I get all the mechanics. I think just from what you just said. I think the only thing I'm confused about is the order. I know how to like do the encounter, like I know the order, but to like min max everything you're saying, that is what I'll have to like see.
Honestly, you get that a lot with just repetition. The amount of times I've done this encounter is nuts. But you just kind of know what to look for, and it does also help. Maybe we will have somebody hang back and stay in the overload rooms, just so you can kind of see what that looks like. So whenever you'll sometimes hear us call for a switch on the second round after the first Tormentor's killed, and that just means if you were going corner room, that just means you need to go wall room instead. And basically the idea there is that you are trying to get back to your partner. So I'll probably have you paired up with me, and I'll probably be your overload guy. So I'll have you go back to middle, and then the next door, all the doors will be closed, right? While you're killing the Tormentor, or as soon as you kill the Tormentor, all of them will close except for 2 of them. And those are going to be your 2 new rooms to go into, one corner or one wall next to each other. Whatever room is closest to me is the one that you'd want to take. So if we ended up right there, and that's where I'm chilling, and let's say this door and that door open, even though that's a corner, you wouldn't take the corner because this one's closest to me. You'd want to take the one, whatever one gets you closer to me.
Okay.
That way you and I can be bouncing buddies as well.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Sweet. Give me just a couple minutes, guys. Sorry. All right, sorry, I'm good. Any other questions, or anybody else want to add anything to that? We got a ton of experience in this team.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really listening, but I
That's probably for the better.
everything was covered. I agree.
I co-sign.
Oh, you know what? Actually, one other thing I did want to mention.
I third that.
I just kind of want to throw this out there. A lot of teams that you'll do this with, they are like hell-bent on having everybody with max stacks. You rarely ever need max stacks. Like I did the math one time, and this is the encounter I think with the longest timer. It's what, like 4.5 minutes that you can max it out at?
Yeah.
That takes like 10 stacks to max out. Well, actually, sorry, I think it's like 13 stacks to max out if you're literally at 0 seconds on the timer. But most teams, I would hope, are finishing this around like 1 minute at least on the timer left. And if you're re-maxing that out, all you need is like 10 stacks, 9 or 10 stacks. So it's less important to get max stacks. Just get what you can and just keep more so focus on keeping the encounter moving forward. Now, obviously if you're wiping a ton of times because you're running out of time, there are probably other issues you need to be worrying about, but you can also try to bounce a little bit extra to get max stacks. But for the most part, it's less of an issue. I also wanted to mention, I don't know if you know this, but whoever deposits first into the box, it only ever consumes, it consumes all of your stacks usually, but it only adds 20 seconds, a base 20 seconds to the timer. Whereas usually 1 stack is 20 seconds. So so if you deposit 3 stacks normally, they'll give you an extra minute on the timer. But for whatever reason, whoever deposits first into the box, anything more than 1 stack is just wasted. So if you are running with a team that's really struggling with time, and you know not everybody has max stacks, try to grab somebody that has only 1 or 2 stacks to do the first deposit, and then everybody else deposits after.
Damn. Okay.
Sweet. Go ahead and start her up.
Sure.
I go with you, Stick.
Alright, but were you wall or corner, Cap?
We're corners.
Alright, do you want to be overloaded or do you want to go middle, show?
I could do overload.
Alright, bet.
So we got goblins.
We've got scions. So goblins are the base enemy. The scions are like the little extra ones, so we do want to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
It'll be either scions or hobgoblins that you're looking for. We want to make sure we do kill this minotaur. And we call it to the other team to make sure that they know we killed our minotaur, so that they should be looking for a hydra, which they've already killed for us. And then I'm actually going to have you go to middle, or actually it doesn't matter. I'm going to kill this guy. And then I'm going to stay in here. You go to middle and help with the tormentor. And then again, you're just going to work on getting back to me as whatever, or go back to the, oh, you didn't make it to the middle. There was a door right here. That's all good.
Okay. Which? Oh, gotcha. Okay.
We're just stuck in here. Sorry, guys. Oh, there you go. So now you can go back up to the middle.
And you're gonna go up to the corner door.
So then, Cap, I'm going.
You should be going corner this time again.
Just-
Gotcha. Wait, where Scout is? Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's a Hydra here.
Yeah,
Yep,
get the
always
hydra.
kill hydras.
Yeah.
Anytime you see one.
Cool. Hydra's down.
And then just keep moving into the rooms. Since this is second round, you want to keep moving. Even if you have hobgoblins, you just keep moving. Hydra on your side. And then you're going to stay here. This is going to be your closing room. And you're just going to leave the tormentor for them to deal with.
Send.
And let me know when you're ready to send it to you.
Send.
Go ahead.
Okay, sending.
You're gonna have to send again.
Alright.
Sending.
Send.
Sent. And just try to grab some stacks on as you're bouncing with me. Maybe do one more bounce and then try to close it here if you can.
Send back.
Alright,
Sent back.
I'm gonna bounce this, then close next.
That's good.
Alright, close.
Beautiful.
Send back.
Just like that. And we probably could have done one less bounce. I imagine you probably have 1 or 2 stacks still.
I have 2.
Yeah. It's you. Yeah. So we probably don't need to max out like we did right there. So if you wanted to next time, just and to close it a little bit earlier, you're more than welcome to. But like right there, like I said, we had 2 minutes left on the time. We probably just wasted like half our stacks because we can't even go that high on the timer anyway.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Cool. Now we do it again.
Cool.
We're going corner. Up here. And we have scions again. We're going to clear this room and then move on to the next. Minotaur is dead. And then you're going to wait for this door to open. You go right on through the middle, back to the center room. And I'll go kill our overload.
If you have a super cactus, you can use it here on this guy.
Alright, this is going to be a slow overload kill. Dead. Okay, now you look at the rooms, figure out which one is closer to me.
Is gonna okay. See it. I'm going. And I think you're good to send.
You gotta go one more room at least. Those will never be in your first room.
Okay. Gotcha. You gotcha. Yeah, because I'm technically 2 rooms away from you right now.
Yeah, close is always gonna be either the second room or the 4th room, I think.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Now I'm good.
Ready for me to send?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You sure? I just sent it?
All right.
Make
Send it back.
Perfect. Make sure you kill the Minotaur in that room as well if you haven't already. Sent back to you again.
Gotcha.
Try to grab some
After I send it,
stacks.
look for him.
Yep, you're perfect.
Send.
All right. Sent.
Okay. You're good to close whenever. I'll just keep bouncing it until you close it. No rush at all, but
Send
whenever
back.
you're ready.
I'll bounce this, then close next.
Closed.
Beautiful, dude. Just like that.
Sweet.
Sent back.
Does it work like Val? Like, would it say Pyramid Residence ×2, or is there like different names for the amount you have?
Yeah, pyramidal resonance because we're picking up pyramid buffs. They're all going to be pyramidal residences, 1 through 3. If you pick up a 4th, it's going to kill you.
Yeah.
And then as we get to the other encounters that introduce circle and
we
square.
Close one or we're soft locked.
I see. No, I see a Hydra. I see a Hydra.
Hydra. Okay.
In the other encounters, when there's multiple buffs, there'll be spherical resonance for circle, and then hexahedron, I think, for square. And deposit any stacks you got. Cool, and we do it again.
All right. Going corner.
Yep. Alright, so we've got hobgoblins this time, so we're just going to clear this room and then just chill here. And we're waiting for their Hydra. As soon as we kill their Hydra, then we can go to center.
Cool.
Both of us. It should spawn like right here. Maybe it's up there.
I like now that we got hobgoblins this round, I see the switch, like how they've been going to get Tormentor because they've been getting the hobgoblin rooms.
Then we go center?
So now we go, yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Exactly. So now we need to make sure that we kill this Tormentor.
Sweet. Now.
Cool. Now they want to take whatever room gets them closer to their teammates, so we're going to take wall right here. You see that? Sick went in corner because that's closer to his teammates. They left him behind.
Yeah.
We just switch. They spawned their Hydra already, so we want to make sure we kill that. I already cleared most of this room, so we can just keep going to the next one and kill our Minotaur.
Send.
Minotaur is dead. Hydra on your side. Make sure you're calling that out. And then you're going to go center again to help kill the Tormentor. I'm going to go kill this Overload as soon as the door spawns. You can go, the door opens, but yeah, that's fine too.
Sent back. I have depot.
Whenever my door opens, that center door opens as well.
I'm gonna close this.
And then when I'm done, same concept, just find the room that's closest to you.
All the doors will pretty much all be open. I'm going to be sending, and you're going to be looking for the closed room, which would be the one, if you're looking at me to your right. That's where you're going.
Yeah. Yep, okay, you're good to send.
Sending now. And knowing which room to go into for the close also kind of comes more with practice. And you can kind of close whenever. This is the last round, so we definitely don't need like any stacks at all. As long as, or sorry, we need one single stack to make sure we don't wipe the encounter.
I grabbed 3 out of middle.
Yeah, so you're good to close whenever you're able to.
Gotcha. Here, I'll close it now. Send it back.
Okay, send it back.
I just shot, but then nothing happened. I don't know if I got fooled by one of the silence. I don't know if
That's
it
all good.
accidentally like put me across the plate.
Yeah, it may have. Sending it now.
Okay. Alright, close.
Perfect. I just gotta clear this guy and then we're done. Very nicely done. How's it going, Pickle? And Traxxas, how are you doing?
Should I get this red border soon? Or are we saving it for...
I'll let him do it.
Okay.
Mostly just so he knows where the room is.
Sweet.
Oh, sweet. These are pinnacles. Hell yeah.
Give me the arms of this machine gun, please. Nope. Keep it in the chest.
Not what I meant to do.
To find meaning in this pain. Fall upon our night. Accept stillness.
How insane was this on day one? I mean, like, I know from, like, obviously just fucking Twitter and YouTube, but for you guys specifically, how was that?
You
The whole raid, or the whole raid
Yeah,
was,
what was your guys?
yeah, it was nuts.
What was your guys' time on it?
Second encounter personally.
Yeah, second encounter was a beast. What was our time? 30 hours?
34, 35 hours.
Damn.
No, 29. I lied. 29 hours.
Over here, Cactus.
What are y'all still? Are y'all 15 or 16?
Come back here.
Yeah.
60. We were 15 for a while, but somebody did clear before us, and it wasn't in the API. It got updated.
This is the third room for the border that we're doing. You're going for square here.
Okay.
I can do Wolfpack for this. Oh, we're doing Lord of Wolves.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do Lord of Wolves.
What year is it? That's right.
They spawn in these corner rooms. That's a triangle. You got a square on the right. Over there.
This is like I don't want to. Can I let it?
Yeah, it's fine if it fails.
Okay, gotcha.
Go ahead and shoot it now. Just wait for it to get there. Perfect. Sweet.
And then so 04 is what we have left to do is a circle and a square.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. There's not much else about this encounter as versus what we just did. The only tip that I could give you specifically for running with other teams, or with any team for that matter, is I like to specify which 3 symbols I'm going to pick up and which 3 they're going to pick up before we start bouncing, because that's mostly because I definitely don't like to do the fail strat. I hate the fail strat here. And it helps to be able to grab all your symbols quickly if you know exactly where you're going, even though the order of that you pick them up might change a little bit depending on whether you need to end with a circle or a square. Circle or a triangle. I'm assuming you already know that if you pick up a triangle and then you pick up a circle, you would still have 2 stacks, but it'll basically convert those both to circle.
Got
Make sense?
Okay.
So yeah, for example, let's say you and I were here, we can probably go here. I know that a triangle always spawns here, and a circle spawns here, and a circle spawns here. So if I'm the one closing, these are the 3 I would usually pick up. And then if I needed to end on triangle, I would just make sure I pick up triangle last. That would convert my other stacks to triangle as well. If I want to end on circle, I would just pick up triangle first or second, then end on a circle. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And then how do you know what you want to end on?
Exactly. Or good question. That comes from the person that gets called to reckoning. So once what causes called to reckoning? That's when one of the dudes is
After
killed.
you kill the first mini boss a couple seconds after.
Okay. So once
So whoever's the fastest to kill that.
Cool. So while we're killing our mini boss, or maybe right after we kill our mini boss, you'll hear like a little chime go off in the encounter, and then one of us, assuming there's 2 people on each side, one person from each side, I should say, is going to get the Call to Reckoning buff that'll be at the top of your screen. That allows you to go into the middle and shoot the boss's noggin.
Yeah.
You know how the blights work in here?
Remind me. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. We usually do this for you when we're doing carries. So we come into the square. You'll see that you see this like yellow line around, or orange line around the border.
Yeah.
It is important. You'll kind of, it'll be glowing a little bit differently while we're actually doing that, but it's kind of important that if you come into this, I don't know exactly how it works. Somebody else could probably explain it better than I can, but if you come into this and you've got Call to Reckoning, you can't just immediately go right back out. It kind of resets that mechanic. Like I said, I don't know, like there's weird times where we'll do that and sometimes where it won't really cause an issue. But if you're in here, obviously I wouldn't want you to die, but try to stay in the arena if you're Called to Reckoning until you're done with what you're doing in here. But essentially all you're doing is the boss is going to be in here playing with you. You need to somebody needs to shoot his head, and this can be done by any of the people that has Called to Reckoning. Somebody needs to shoot his head, and that will spawn the blights in the 3 blights in the encounter. There's always going to be 1 on each side. one right, one middle, and one left. And one of those three is always going to be kind of on the inside of the arena. So it could spawn like right here in front of the statue, or in front of this statue, or in front of the statue. That's just going to be one of them. So just make sure that those all get killed. Once all 3 blights are taken out, then, sorry, let me back up. As soon as the blights spawn in, you'll see kind of like a mini blight above the boss's head.
Yeah.
That usually kind of indicates that blights are still up. Once all the blights are taken down, you will see that kind of disappear, but also kind of want to be looking around watching for the blights anyway, and people probably should be calling them out as well when they're taking them out. But once all 3 blights are taken out, you can then shoot his head again with Call the Reckoning, and once you do enough damage to his forehead, that'll give anybody that has Called the Reckoning, whether they're in this arena or not, it'll give them the Stolen Favor buff that allows them to see the shape that needs to be used to close the conductors. And that can be used to close any, or used to see any of the conductors. So if you, for whatever reason, are dealing with somebody that doesn't know how to look at a shape in the middle of a rod, you can have somebody from another side come and tell you what shape is needed for your conductor. You'll just see, if you go look up close to it, you'll see either a triangle or a circle shape inside of it. The other thing I should mention is that if you die with Call to Reckoning, you will lose it, and you can't get Called to Reckoning back. But once one of the other people finishes like the Call to Reckoning mechanic and gives everybody Stolen Favor, or gives those people Stolen Favor, then you would still get Stolen Favor. You can't lose Stolen Favor, even if you die. But Called the Reckoning, if you die before the boss's forehead gets shot, and that blight part's done, you can't get that back. So you have to rely on your other teammates with it to finish that part.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Cam with me. I think we're gonna go middle. If you want to go either right or left. Where's Granny?
And I want to make sure again, so like if we need, like, say ours is circle, you can grab 2 triangles, but as long as the last one you grab is circle, it'll give you ×3 circle, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Whatever the last one you pick up is, will always overwrite the other ones.
Sweet. And then there were knights up here. Were they important?
Yeah, so there's going to be 2 waves of ads. They'll always spawn on opposite ends, so there's going to be a wave over here. There's going to be a few of those scions and then 1 knight. And same with the other side, a few scions and 1 knight. Once both of those sets are killed, a 3rd set of ads will spawn on either side. It'll be a random side. And that one's going to have the same exact ads, but it'll add a mini-boss. In the middle here, we have a Taken Phalanx. The mini-boss changes on the side depending on the side you're on. Stick and Granny will have an ogre, and Scout and Show will have a Taken Wizard. But that's just going to be, yeah. So once we take out our first initial ads, just look for whatever side has the new ads that just respawn. And then we go kill those guys, as well as the little mini boss with them. And then that's around when we should be getting Called the Reckoning. So we would go down in the middle, do that, and then we come back and we start bouncing and work on getting our shapes, and then close the conductor.
Close, and then we're good for damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah.
Sweet. So I'll probably have you closing this side every time. I just think it makes it easier to designate that. You definitely doesn't have to be. Sometimes you can just have whoever has the Stolen Favor buff that be the closer. It really doesn't matter. Just whatever you're comfortable with, but just so you can continue to work with picking up symbols quickly and closing. I like the idea of having you do that. So again, you're gonna have a triangle, and this will once each of us bounce twice, all of the resonance that will spawn will be spawned at that point. Once you do your second bounce, so you're going to close it on your 3rd time touching the plate. So you're going to bounce it twice, and then you're going to close it on your 3rd one. I would recommend picking up as you are doing those bounces, not just waiting for the last section, because you probably won't have time. If we need to do extra bounces, we can too. But you'll always have a triangle that will spawn right here, a circle right here, and another circle right here. Those will be your 3 shapes. I'll pick up the other 3. And then just the order that they spawn in is going to be random, so don't just automatically go on autopilot and just pick them up as you see them. Just make sure you're ending on whatever shape you need to. So if you need triangle, just make sure you don't pick this one up until you have the other 3, or the other 2, sorry.
Gotcha. And then so just to make sure the pacing of this is ads first. Once we get that boss down, Call to Reckoning, do the blights, get our symbol, come back up, then we can start sending, collecting symbols, then close our pillar, go back down, do damage.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's a little bit different from what a lot of teams will do. Sometimes a lot of teams will kill their mini boss and then bounce the plates to spawn in all the buffs, but don't pick any up. and then they'll deal with the Call to Reckoning. But that means you're failing the plate, which means you're going to have a little mini boss to deal with. This time when we fail the plate, or a fail bounces, then we have to take out another one of those mini bosses, which isn't like a big deal on normal. It's a little bit, it hurts a little bit more on a master raid.
Yeah.
But
I imagine it's a champ or something, probably, right? Or...
no, it's not a champ, but it's just another one of those like mini boss taking phalanxes. It's just kind of dinky.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
Alright, so here I go.
Cool. I've got the mini boss on my side.
Did you say it was random, or whoever kills them is the mini boss gets called the reckoning?
Completely random. So you should have it now.
Got it. Yeah.
So you're gonna go middle,
You go middle, Granny.
and you're gonna shoot his little forehead.
Granny, you can go to. Yeah, you got it.
Blights are spawned. Middle is down. Left is down. Beautiful. Now you come back up. I'm going to leave these ads for you. Now, if you look at the rod, our conductor, in the center, you should see either a circle or a triangle.
Yeah, we got it.
It's a circle close. Scout.
Perfect.
Go
So
ahead
that's what
and
you're going to use to close. And then just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sending.
send back.
Sending.
Just watch out for the scions. They will slow you down. It really fucks up your life.
Yeah.
Sending back.
Sending back.
I'm gonna close it on this one.
Sending
Steve.
back.
Sounds good.
And everything should be spawned in now at this point. I'm sending
Yeah,
back.
I missed it.
You're welcome to close whenever.
Yeah, closing right now.
Perfect.
I failed here. Just send
Beautiful.
it,
Just like that. Now we just go help the other guys.
Cool.
It's triangle closed now, so I can send it to you.
Try to stay away from their shape. Stay away from their plate. Just help clear ads if there are any. If there are
Let
any.
me know when you're ready, Scout.
I'm ready.
All right, sent.
Cool. Now we go center. Damage. Forgot to do... I don't have any radiant going. That's unfortunate. Bummer. Alright, back to our sides. Do it again.
Damn, or the one face.
Yeah, I didn't even think about a radiant source. I got the rest.
Nah, it's all good.
Oh.
You got the ads.
I got called the reckoning, so I'm gonna let you deal with this guy just so we can speed up the encounter and I can go work on the in the middle.
Lights. Favor.
All right.
Circle closed, Scout.
If you want to come down here and close it, or you want to swap and I can just close this one since I've got the buff.
Yeah,
Doesn't really
yeah,
matter.
I'll send it.
You can send whenever.
Yeah, go for it.
Sending.
Sending.
I didn't go over the spawns up there, but just avoid the ones that I'm picking up. The three that I told you earlier.
You can send
You
Granny.
just grab anything else.
Just send it back to you.
Perfect.
Oh, did it fail? Did it fail?
Sending
down
back
here?
again.
I don't
And I'll
remember
close on
coming
this
back.
next one for sure.
Cool. And it doesn't necessarily matter how many stacks I need, is that right?
Nah, at this point.
send-
I mean, on the first one you would want to grab a max, but this one, since we're easily going to push him into final, it's not a big deal. Close.
And then what was the shape there? I don't know if I heard you.
It was circle, but it doesn't really matter to you since,
Okay.
right? Because I'm the only one closing it.
Would it matter? Would I dunk in here? Like if I picked up a triangle when our symbol is circle, would that
Nope.
matter at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
Cool,
Box
you
only
got
cares that
something
it's a
to
stack
second
at all.
that. Could have been a second better than bad. What a weird fucking animation. That's why I had that Gamba for the first one.
There we go. Thank God, bro.
Mhm.
And I got a good roll on it as well. Fuck.
My music won't keep playing for some reason.
I'm being offered gifted subs to start throwing in encounters.
Yeah. I feel like you should take it.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think it's worth it too. Give you permission. Even though you don't need my permission.
It's gotta be like a good amount of subs, though, you know? At least 5.
Hey, Stormy, how's it going?
At least 5.
I don't know why my music won't keep going. It's not the one I like to.
Imagine with a good team, it's not bad, but show how was Disciple Slayer? I'm pretty close to it. I was gonna go for it at some point.
It's easy. It's not the challenges aren't hard.
Thanks, Tommy.
Hard.
Yeah. I think I'm 12 out of, what is it, 19? 12 out of 19.
I'm 2 away from Kingslayer.
Oh. Okay. Normally on hunters, do you know how to shadow skate on hunter?
Me?
Yeah,
No, I'm on console.
you can do it on console. Not very hard on console. It's, in fact, I probably would say it's easier on console. The controller. But you.
Tried, honestly.
Oh, you should. It's honestly really not difficult.
I mean, I see you moving around at Mach 10, and I'm pretty jealous over here.
Yeah, no, you can do it too on a. You can't do it on Titan, but on a hunter or warlock, you can do it. And controller for sure.
Best thing I can tell you is your dive button is to remap it to like one of the D-pads. That way you don't have to press B when you do your swing attack. It just makes it so much easier.
Yeah, you also want to make sure it's not on like any hold buttons.
Yeah.
And make sure it's always on a press or something like that. I mentioned that because you can shatter skate through the those little like death laser beams that are going up and down right there. You can shatter skate through those without dying. We're actually going to take a little detour over here.
Yeah.
We're doing circle for this one. This one's a little bit funky. I'm going to have you stay on this side.
Sorry,
Go ahead and bounce it. Oh.
I was on the slow decline.
This one is possible to solo if you have an eager edge sword, but it's a little bit tough. So go ahead and bounce it.
Okay.
This one's going to be wanting circle, so you're going to have all of them spawn over on you, and then we'll swap, and it's fine if it fails. Just wait for a circle to spawn. Circle.
All right,
I'm just going to let that fail, and then we're going to swap sides. And once that resets, go ahead and shoot it, and I'll send it. You can just close it with your circle.
Nice.
And then we got one more to do a little bit later.
Cool. And I thought the last time we did it, is third like fairly similar to first? You're kind of just obviously more amped up, like 3 sets of plates. You want to keep moving forward.
And different shapes. You got all 3 shapes for third encounter, but yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say they're similar. Basically the same mechanic, just to its full extent. You can either go, yeah, you can go up the stairs to your left, but if you have mountaintop or the exotic Elethanum, you can just jump up here.
Get that bounce. Yeah.
I'm sure you can, Jazz. Yoshi didn't show up. Yoshi ghosted me. We could have used you. Then we ended up just grabbing somebody from Sticks chat. The hell was that? You can grab this. We got a secret chest over here if you want it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I should have grabbed it for my spoils. Oh well.
Yeah, you're good. No worries.
How do you get back?
Would have been just fine 5-manning it
How
too.
do you get crouching to?
Yeah, sorry, jump up there and then crouch. Then just take a left.
No way, Egrich.
Guardian down.
How was Sundered day one for you guys?
It wasn't too bad. We're gonna take this left right here actually. What was ours? Just under 8 hours? Not like great,
Yeah, not
but
too bad. No, I think we were like top 500, but not really close to top 100.
I think we were top 300. We were like 290, I think, right?
Maybe. Let me check.
We're grabbing square here.
Cool.
I think that one actually spawns either on you or the platform between you and I.
There's a triangle right on you.
Maybe on you then.
There's a circle right here.
Hey, you're right. Yeah, we got top 300. Hell yeah.
We'll go ahead and grab the
Just
square
that
on you,
square.
and I'll bounce it back. Coming back to you. Like really slow. I think they designed these to be able to solo them, so they make them go really slow. Cool. And then you can just go the normal way. If you know how to Titan, kind of, if you're using flying rampants, do you know how to Titan fly with a sword? You could just make it from here over to there. Or if you are a hunter and you learn how to shatter skate, you can actually do a line like from over here and get like right into the elevator. But you're also welcome to just go the normal way.
Oh, like from there. Okay. Where is the normal way? Is that just down here?
Just down on the branches below me.
Yeah.
It kind of just makes you loop around.
I got you. Yes. Was second encounter like the hold up for you
Yeah,
as well?
for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
mainly fourth, to be honest, though.
No, oh, sorry, for Sundered or for this?
For Sundered, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for Sundered it was encounter. It was a cool encounter though. It just took a lot to fully understand what was going on, and then we, of course, made it. I don't know. We probably did it the way we probably should have for contests, given the difficulty of having 2 ogres up your ass. But
Yeah.
there are definitely ways we could have probably optimized it.
Commune extends DPS.
Commune extends DPS.
I'm gonna buy that T-shirt.
Wait, Cat, do you know what would have really helped you in your Sundered clear?
Yeah, probably a high ground Doom petitioner.
High ground doom petitioner.
I mean, that's what they use in their solo Nightfalls. So.
Dude, it's an easy percentage buff. You don't have to do all.
Did you know it
you
stacks
have
with
to activate
everything?
Radiant. It stacks with everything.
Is that what they said in their post in your Twitch chat?
Yeah.
That it stacks with everything.
Yeah.
Like no fucking shit. So does every other damage perk in the game. Like what the fuck? Like that isn't. That's like the most nothing burger I've ever heard.
I have the high ground. I can get you right now.
Wait, who are we missing?
It's like saying one of your favorite
Wouldn't it be-
aspects, like one of the reasons you like a perk is because it rolls on guns. It's like, yeah, no shit. So it's like every other perk. It's like, what? That's very funny. I didn't know they said that. I mean, I knew most of what they said, but I missed that part. And that is just the most fucking nothing burger ever.
Possibly.
My favorite one was Cat was like, what was it they said didn't stack?
I didn't see those. No.
They said recuperation didn't stack, and Cat thought it did, and he goes, whatever, they're still dumb.
Yeah, I did not know recuperation didn't stack. That kind of made me sad. All right. What are you, Rally?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I definitely would typically recommend. I'll probably help kill your tormentor, but I'll have you closing one of them, and I'll be your buddy. Typically, I would recommend either Izanagi's Burden or Still Hunt for these guys. Izanagi's Burden is probably my preferred one, but that's mostly because I play this on Hunter. Like I said, with these tormentors, you can, if you, Ho and Dizzy will one-shot the shoulders, so you just have to shoot one of the shoulders and it will break both of them. And then you can usually you can golden gun to the chest with Celestial Nighthawk and take him out immediately. That's usually how we do it, just to make it go so much quicker. I'll probably have you taking the right ones, just because I know exactly where everything spawns.
Yeah.
You're going to be closing. What that means is you're going to be closing triangle every time. I'm gonna basically teach you the way we do it. So you're coming up here. So do you know how this encounter works already? Just the basics of it.
I thought kind of like, obviously we're all just trying to close our lanes, right? And then that opens the next door after we kill some certain ads.
Yeah. So there's a few different ways teams will do this one. I don't like to close my own lane. I like to close. I like to close my shape. So the way we typically do it is that you and I would be partners for bouncing every time, but then you're going to go close with somebody else, because this side, the shapes that are spawned are linked to the where the sending plate is coming from. So the right sending plate in every single room, the one that's on the right side, is always going to be the one that spawns triangles. So because they all just kind of match up with each other here, and they don't music keeps stopping. I don't know why. Because they're all linked with each other. Right goes to right, middle goes to middle, and left goes to middle. In this room, you and I, you and I are both going to be on the right side, and we're going to be creating triangles. Our bounces are creating triangles. So the way I like to do it is I will have you always grab triangles in every single room, and I'm going to have you shift to depending on the room we're in, you're going to be shifting the plate that you're on to be the one that's creating triangles with me. And then you're going to go close wherever triangle is needed. So it's also important to know. Oh, good God, my music is just pausing. This conductor will never call for triangle because it's the one that's linked to our plates that are creating triangle.
Yeah.
So your triangle will always either be middle or left for this room specifically. And actually same for second room. Right, or triangle is on the right for second room as well. And the final room we go into, you're actually going to be you're going to be bouncing with me, but you're going to be bouncing from the left. I'm going to be bouncing from the right because those two are the plates that are connected. Okay. So because we're making triangle, it just makes sense for you to be picking up triangle. Triangle, they typically kind of will spawn close to the line, not necessarily close to the plates or like that side of the room, but close to the line that we're using to pass the signal back and forth. So you're going to have triangle spawning all over this right side. You're not going to be able to pick up a triangle from the middle or left for this room specifically. Like I said, that kind of shuffles for the last rooms because the wires start to cross all over the place. So we're going to do, we don't like to fail in this one either. I know a lot of teams like to bounce and then go pick up the shapes and then kill subjugators and add more work for themselves. I don't like doing that. So we're going to kill Tormentor. your tormentor is going to be whatever one's linked to your plate for at least these first 2 rooms. The last room, it doesn't really matter because they all spawn on top of each other. We're going to kill tormentor. Preferably you get the final blow on it because that allows you to see the shapes, because I should be kind of ready for you to start telling me to send back around my plate. Whoever does the final blow to a tormentor, any of the tormentors, is able to see they'll get the stolen favor buff, the same buff that you had in the last encounter that allows you to see the shape that's needed in each conductor. So once you have that buff, you can look at the conductors, and the conductors won't open until that designated tormentor is killed. So the right tormentor, when it's killed, it'll also open up this conductor so you can see the shapes needed. But the other 2 won't open up until their respective tormentors are killed. So just kind of as people are able to see them, 3 people should have the buff unless the same person killed all 3 tormentors. Just anybody with the stolen favor buff will give a call out for all 3 conductors. The call out is usually done left to right, and then we throw it in chat. This is the main encounter that I like to use the numbers on, because I think it's super easy to just throw into chat. I can do that with my number pad since I'm on PC. It doesn't really matter whatever you're comfortable with. We can either do shapes, or we can either do letters or numbers. Obviously triangle for T, or T for triangle, S for square, and circle for, or C for circle. Whatever you're comfortable with there. But we want to give a call out. It doesn't matter if it's you or one of the other people that has stolen favor. Once the call out is given, you want to be next to your plate and ready. And then we are going to start the bouncing at the exact same time for all of us. And what you're going to do as a closer is you're going to do 2 bounces, and then you're going to leave and go close. And you want to try to do that quickly so that you can so we don't spawn any subjugators. So typically I would recommend an eager edge sword here as well, but you're fine to use whatever. I'm not going to fully micromanage you there. But just try to grab symbols as you can while you're doing it. This is one of the main encounters where it really does not matter for you to get max stacks. We do this several times where even our closers will only have 1 or 2 stacks to deposit, and then we'll have one of our senders have a full set of 3, and then the 2 people we're carrying don't have any at all. And we have more than enough time. I think this timer maxes out at like 3.5 minutes. So even less stacks are needed to get max time for this encounter. Cool.
Gotcha. Yeah, can you go over it's left to right, and then letters would be cool for me if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I feel like that's easiest. And then, sorry, who's calling out again? Who's listing the order, or whatever?
Anybody that has stolen favor. So anybody that does a final blow to a tormentor can read those symbols in there. You just need to look at the conductors, see what the shapes are in there. Like I said, this one will never be triangle because it's the one that's creating triangle. And same with that one, it will never be square. This one will never be circle for this room specifically. They start to shuffle around in the later rooms.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna do sending on right. I need a closer for middle. Looks like stick is middle, maybe. Show is left.
I can. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then Scout and Granny, you guys are senders. Again, you're waiting on somebody's countdown. I'll probably just still give the countdown myself before you do the initial send. Cool. Here we go.
All right.
Your tormentor is going to spawn like right up there. Typically, I have my back against the wall. Yeah, right where you are. Exactly. Beautiful. And give a call out as you can. Watch out for turrets once the last tormentor's killed. Turrets are up.
Triangle, square, circle.
Okay. Stick. And in 3, 2, 1, send. And you and I are just bouncing back and forth. And you're trying to grab triangles as you're doing it. You're going to do 2 bounces. After your second bounce, you want to make sure you already have at least 1 or 2 stacks. And then you're piecing out. And you're going to go close left because that's where triangles needed.
Send back.
All right.
Okay. So you should be on your way for the...
Yep.
Perfect.
I just got here and the lift closed.
It's all good.
Probably, did I not get here in time? Yeah. Fuck.
Yep, not a problem. Just kill the tormentor. Make sure, or subjugator. Make sure you do not die.
Gotcha.
Because typically with this strategy, you're probably the only one that has triangle. I do have triangle if you happen to die, but
Gotcha.
typically that's how it goes. And then you just direct Granny to send it. Perfect, just like that.
Yeah. Cool. It's close.
10 middle.
Cool. Cool. Watch for turrets as soon as this last one's closed, and then you're going to deposit any stacks you have. This is one that we sometimes try to make sure that whoever's got the lowest number of stacks deposits, but I imagine with this team it's not going to matter. But that is a rule, especially with the limited maximum time limit. Actually, no, it probably doesn't matter still. Disregard that. That is still something to keep in mind.
Unless you're like intentionally failing every floor, it's hard to run out of time.
Yeah, that is another reason why we don't like to do the fail, because and even that one fail, it's still a little bit faster because it's only one or two subjugators we got to worry about rather than all three. You feel free to go grab orbs if you need them.
Yeah.
They are usually golden gunning on the middle or left, so you can kind of see if you can grab some orbs. Sorry, I probably should have told you that a little bit earlier.
Nah, it's all good.
That can definitely help if you're using your super for the tormentors, but I can obviously help with the tormentors as well. You're going to the far right way over there. You just got it back? Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and break his shoulder. Shoulder is broken. You're going all the way up there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then give a call or anybody.
And chat.
Oh, perfect. Already did. Thank you. Get rid of these turrets real quick. And in 3, 2, 1, send. So you're going to be closing the left again, so just make sure you grab as many triangles as you can. Did you bounce it back?
I didn't see it come back. That
Okay.
was some shit.
I did. No, it's all good. I just sent it again.
Right here.
I'll do an extra bounce, guys, if you can. Or you're already moving. Not a big deal.
I just sent it back to you.
Okay, sending back again.
Send left. Oh, you sure? Do you need things?
I have a square. Good.
I just sent it back.
Go close if you can. You should be fine on stacks. I'll grab a couple extra.
Where's that motherfucker?
You're going to be closing left if you have a triangle. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I got pushed into a circle by accident.
Oh, good. I've got triangle.
I have triangle as well.
Okay,
I
cool.
can close.
I'm just going to completely miss. Sending to you,
You can
stick?
Send, yeah.
Grab an extra stack here.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Like I said, that is something that you want to watch out for. But you know, I'm grabbing triangles. If you're working with a full team, it's very likely somebody else has your shape too. That's definitely something we kind of got a little more disciplined with when we were doing our carries, because I wasn't relying on other people to do literally anything at all. Yeah. Feel free to grab some orbs and ammo.
Did we pop gold in the back, or?
Probably was one on the far left. The orbs may have disappeared by now. Okay, that can help with the tormentor. This last chunk doesn't really matter as much because all the 3 tormentors are right next to each other. So you won't have one that's like way off by you. And this one, you're going to be bouncing from the left plate, the far left plate. That's where triangle ends up going. And there's a chart I probably could have sent you. And I've walked you through
No,
the
I was
pathing
just
for
gonna
that.
say, like, knowing where that is definitely key. Like, that's my own fault. Like, I just gotta look up where that is. So this play I'm at right now, this...
Yes. Sorry, I was looking for you.
No, you're good.
Turrets.
Circle, triangle, square.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1, send. This one, your triangles are going to be a little bit in weird spots. You will have one that spawns like right next to you, and then one that spawns like up on the platform up to your left as well. You can just wait for those. And back. But again, I've got a triangle as well if needed.
Alright, so.
Cool, now go close wherever you need it if you can. Oh, I just failed that one because I'm an idiot. Sorry. That's my subjugator. I'll take responsibility for it.
Middle's closed.
Perfect. Sorry about that, guys.
Send to middle base. Or right, sorry. Send right.
Yeah, I got you.
The subjugator's down the middle.
You can send left. Got it.
Perfect. Sorry about that, guys. And now we are done. deposit any stacks you might have if you have any extras. Work on these turrets. Any questions on that one? I feel like you did that pretty much perfectly.
No, yeah, I mean, I think I just got to do better research of knowing, because I'm trying to get the buffs and then figure out where, where the little monolith is, and then where the plate is as well. So just knowing where that is makes it 10 times easier.
And that really just comes with repetition. The more times you do it, you know exactly where everything is. You know exactly where everything spawns too. Like I do triangle all the time. That's why I know exactly where they spawn. I could do circle and square. I know where a few of those spawn, but I definitely don't know where all of them spawn, so I wouldn't be nearly as efficient until I did it a couple more times.
All right, easiest encounter.
Absolutely.
As long as you have high ground.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
Nope. The reason is because I don't like to be told what to do, and then the fact that I was like, I need to go change these 2 things on my gun, and he goes, you need to go make a high ground too. Fuck you.
There are unstopped champs. That'd be like the biggest recommendation. I do like to use a sword personally to help get me out of the Grimm's like suppression, so when they suppress me I can still have movement. I'm not just Eris walking all over the place. Glaives are probably actually a good option too right now, especially with them being able to do unstop. I'll probably just keep my normal loadout on.
Gotcha. Okay.
I do recommend something with heal clip as well, either the rocket sidearm or a pulse with like nullify or something. I do like to have heal clip available because sometimes those Grims will just hurt you and slow you down, and you're just kind of stuck there, and your only option is to kill something real quick and reload. I am putting a screenshot of us in the Verity Destiny channel. If you want to pull that up to see everybody, you're welcome to. Oh man, showing Granny, come on.
I didn't think nobody would put this helmet on.
Get one of you to switch off that. That's for sure gonna kill us.
I could switch off. Yeah, it's fine.
I set all this up beforehand. I was like, nobody's gonna wear the Blanca hat. Nobody.
Listen, was anybody on Hunter Run?
Grant, you have to go back to the.
I mean, I can put the. Well, I have the little weird.
Cap, was anyone on Hunter Run cloak?
I don't think so.
I'll go to that.
Cap said,
Here,
"Oh,
I'll do that.
That's not gonna be
we're good,
confusing
we're
at all."
All right, I changed.
Time.
Thanks, Granny.
Sorry. I was like, nobody's gonna wear this dumbass helmet.
You'd be surprised.
It's part of show's main look.
Surprised.
I looked over, it shows. I got to show up right now. I looked over, I was like, motherfucker.
All right, new screenshot is in the Verity Destiny channel if you want it. We have the similar ghosts, right? We're good there.
Sorry, show. Didn't mean to steal your thunder.
That's, I'll get over it.
All right, so this one's probably going to take a little bit longer, and I plan on making sure Gam has a couple chances to dissect as well. So,
yeah.
All right, guys, this might get a little bit repetitive. All right, my friend.
Let's do it.
How much do you know about this encounter? Right there.
Nothing.
Okay, cool. So the idea is, there's two parts of what's happening, right? You can either be dissecting, which is when you're with the trio, so when you're with the 2 other people, and that's where you're dealing with the 3D shapes in each statue. Mm-hmm. The other part is if you get taken into a solo room, then you will be dealing with pretty much one dimension or 2-dimensional shapes the entire time, and you're trying to pass those shapes among each other. Let's start there, but they kind of work hand in hand. So there's not the way that everybody does it isn't the only way that it's able to be done. The challenge is actually to do it with using different types of shapes. But typically the way we are doing, the most teams are doing it is hold on. So there's, I don't know if it's been a long time since I've explained this encounter. This is gonna be fun. So it's kind of hard to show you right now because there's no shapes in these statues. But each statue would have a 3D shape on this outside for the outside team. Okay. Those are always going to consist of circle, triangle, or square, or some combination of those. But two shapes will combine to make a 3D shape. So if it's two circles, for example, that'll be indicated by a sphere shape. Does that make sense? If it's like a prism looking thing, so it's like a... Oh man, do you have my stream pulled up?
Yeah.
Pull up this. This might be a little bit easier. This is not my favorite. Okay, so you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I mean by a 3D shape. So it can be, let's refresh this. So it can be any combination that includes two shapes that are going to consist of triangle, circle, or square. If it's a cone, for example, it's a triangle and a circle. You kind of see how that works. And a prism, this prism in game would actually be standing up the other way. You'd see the triangles on the bottom and top, and then there'd be the squares on the sides, the 3 squares. So that kind of makes sense how those two shapes are making a 3D shape. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then cylinder would be a square and a circle. And then you could also have, it is possible to have, it is possible to have spheres. It's like, we call them perfect shapes. It is possible to have a sphere, a cube, and a pyramid. Those would just mean you've got two of the same shape. So 2 circles would make a sphere, two squares would make a cube, and 2 triangles would make a pyramid. Okay, so it's just kind of, you don't need to be like, I don't know, there's an easy way that I'll teach you the easy way to do this, but there is a harder way to think through it as well that is kind of needed for when you're doing challenges or doing the challenge for this encounter, because it requires you to make different kinds of shapes than what you're used to. But there are some rules that apply here that allow us to kind of take a shortcut in thinking through it, which is what I'm going to teach you, and it's going to be the easiest way for you to learn it. And then kind of as you have more practice dissecting, you can kind of figure out what's actually happening in the background, and I'll kind of go over that as well in a second. But let's go over what's happening in the inside rooms first. So go back in game. But essentially, the idea is for the encounter to be complete, or for the round to be complete, we need to have the shapes matching the shapes that are the 3D shapes that we have out here for dissecting. Need to match the 2 shapes that are on the wall for the inside players. So for example, if this guardian, if this guardian we have a prism here, so which would be a triangle and a square. That means to get out of the room, they need to have a triangle and square on their wall, and then they need to pick up those 2 shapes. That will give them essentially they themselves, the player is holding 2 shapes that make the 3D shape that we have out here as their key. So we're basically creating the lock, they're creating the key to be able to get out of the room. Okay. Does that make sense? Now, there are a few other rules a few other things that need to happen there. One thing is that it cannot consist of the shape that guardian is holding on the inside room. So for the guardians that get taken in into the solo rooms, they're going to be separated from each other, but they basically have the exact same room, and they're going to see themselves as one of the statues. So let's say I see myself right here. This would be my statue. This would be the statue that I need to be. Hold on. If I see myself here, that means that's my shape. Goodness, I don't know how the fuck to explain this encounter. For the inside for the solo players, each player or each statue is going to have a 2-dimensional shape. There's going to be 1 triangle, 1 circle, and 1 square. So if you get taken into a solo room, we need that call out from somebody so that we know how to set up the keys, because the lock and the key cannot consist of that guardian's own shape in their hand. So for example, if the call out were, let's just go triangle, circle, square. That would mean that this left statue has triangle, middle statue has circle, and right statue has square. And that's going to be the call that we get from the people that are in the solo room. So the ones that are able to see those when they spawn in. Okay.
Okay.
We need to make sure that this statue's key for the outside team, we need to make sure that it does not consist of a triangle. So we would want it to consist of a circle and a square. Same with the middle. We want to make sure it does not consist of their shape. So it needs to be of a square and a triangle because their statue in the inside is holding a circle.
Gotcha.
And same with the right, but the opposite. We need this one to hold it, or we need this one to be a triangle and a circle, and that's what they need to have on the inside. So basically, we're doing similar things just in a different way, if that sort of makes sense. Goodness, I'm butchering this.
No, it does.
Okay.
No, it does.
So, that means that there are 6 shapes for the inside players that they're passing you around. So there's always going to be, every single time, there's going to be 2 triangles, 2 circles, and 2 squares split up among the solo players. Okay? Each person's going to start with 2, but you can pass those around to the point where somebody has all 6 of them. Which obviously wouldn't make sense. But you can pass those around. So the way you do that as a solo player on the inside is you're killing knights. Each knight drops a shape. The shapes that are dropped from the knights, you can never get, like, for example, when you go into the room, your wall tells you what your knights can spawn or will spawn. But when you go into your room and you see triangle and circle, that would mean when you kill both your knights, one of them's going to drop a triangle and one of them's going to drop a circle. You will not get any other shapes to drop until you do something with those, or until they despawn, and then you can kill more knights to respawn them again. But you can't, like, just because you have triangle and circle on your wall does not mean you can get multiple triangles, multiple circles. You can only get one of each because that's all your room has access to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that same example, if I'm on the left and I've got, if my statue is on the left and my statue has a triangle in its hand, there is another rule that this encounter follows, and that guarantees that I will always have at least one of my own shape on my wall, which means that I can create one of my own shape every single time. The other one is randomized. So it is possible for me to have 2 triangles. It's also possible for me to have a triangle and a circle, or a triangle and a square. It is not possible for me to have anything that doesn't include at least one triangle on my wall already when I start in. Okay? Same with the other players. This player will always be guaranteed to have a circle. This player will always be guaranteed to have a square. And because of that, it allows us to create a few rules that are a few different paths or strategies to distribute them, because we know what's possible and what isn't. There are a few. There's a little infographic I can send you that shows you exactly where you can put those shapes to allow you to do it the faster way, to allow you to distribute them faster. But essentially, you want to, because you can't have a key that consists of your own shape. At the very least, you need to get rid of your own shape at some point, right? And then somebody would need to give you the other shape. So if you started with triangle and circle, at the very least, now there are other rules that need to happen, but at the very least, you would need to get rid of your triangle and then have somebody send you a square to let you to give you both a circle and a square to be able to get out of your room. Okay. The way you send shapes to other people is literally you just kill your knight, you can interact with the shape to pick it up, and then you can deposit that into one of the other statues, and that will give it to that person's room. It's not necessarily giving it to them, so to speak. It's giving it to their room so that they can then spawn it, and then they can do something else with it. Okay.
Got it.
I'm probably going to teach you the typical LFG strat for this, because I imagine that's what you're going to run into most of the time. But know that there is a faster way to do it. But typically the LFG strategy is to, sorry, let me back up. There is one other requirement that has to happen that I think a lot of people forget about. And I can't say that I 100% understand exactly how it works, but I know what can satisfy it. But there's a requirement that you need to get rid of the shadows, the other shadows in your room. And so when we wipe, you'll see a counter or a statistic on the wipe screen that indicates shadows removed. That just tells you how many of those shadows in your room that you've removed, and everybody has to remove 2 of them. Okay. I'm not gonna claim to know exactly how it works. I've got my ideas, but I've never like fully tested them because I just haven't really cared enough. But essentially what that means is you need to pass. You can't, in that scenario that I gave you just a minute ago, where I just got rid of my triangle and I kept my circle and I had somebody send me a square. That might work, but that actually wouldn't work because not enough shapes were passed around. I didn't ever receive, I think, I don't know, just it doesn't work is where I'm going to leave it. Each person essentially has to do 2 deposits every time at least. Where we'll leave that explanation. How we're going to do this for kind of the LFG strat that most people use is we're going to first give. We're going to sort the the shapes. So the person holding triangle. So in this scenario, I'm holding triangle. I'm holding triangle, and I've got triangle and circle on my wall. I want to have both triangles on my wall. There's only ever going to be 2 of each shape. That means I need to get rid of the circle, and I'm going to give it to the person that's holding circle. This is the slower way to do it for sure, but this is how most LFGs are going to do it. So if I get teleported into my room, I see that my statue's holding triangle. I look at my wall. I've got triangle and circle. My first step is going to be to kill knights until I get a circle. Sorry. I'm going to pick up that circle and I'm going to give it to the middle statue because that's where the circle call was given. Okay?
When you say my statue, does that mean like your guardian?
Yep. See, right now it's my stupid horse head. This would be my guardian. So this would be my statue.
Okay. I don't know if it was like you're a sign left or it's because it's you on the podium. Okay.
It would be you on the podium.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So that's going to be the first step, is to get rid of shapes that are not on your statue. You need to give those to the other person or to the other people that it is on their statue. In that scenario, it was triangle, circle, square was the call out. So all squares need to be on right, all circles need to be middle, all triangles need to be left. Okay.
Yeah.
Once everybody's done with that, then you can move on to the next step, which is to then distribute those. So essentially, you're going to kill both of your knights. You're going to pick up. You would then have 2 triangles on your wall, right? Because somebody else would have given you their triangle. You would have gotten rid of your circle. So you're going to kill your knights one at a time. You're going to kill one of them, pick up the triangle, give it to one of the statues. Doesn't matter the order you do it in. But you're basically going to distribute both your triangles, 1 to each player, because you don't want any triangles. And they're going to do the exact same thing, which means that everybody ends up with 2 shapes that are not their own. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so once that second step is done, you would then be left with a circle and square on your wall. And that's going to be your key to get out of the room. You just need to kill an ogre and then kill knights to spawn those shapes. And then you can just walk out through the big glass wall.
Okay.
Let's do a couple steps of that. Just if you guys are cool with it, let's do that 1 or 2 times to give you the hang of it, and then we'll go over dissecting. So I think that's the more interesting and more in-demand part. So to guarantee you in the room, I'm going to have you up here with somebody else, maybe Show, doesn't matter. By having 2 people on that far side of the room and everybody else on this side of the room, it guarantees that you and Show will be taken into the solo rooms, and everybody else, it would just going to be 50-50 if we get taken in.
All right.
We're doing LFG strat, right?
LFG strat.
Okay.
I figure that's the most useful. I feel like you'd grasp the faster strat pretty easily, but
Nobody does it.
I feel like, it's not going to be useful if you're going out there trying to do this raid with other people.
Yeah.
Sweet. If one of you 2 can go ahead and interact with one of the statues up on that side of the room. Oh, yeah. No, we'll start there. Yeah. Go ahead and start it. And I'll take you in. First thing I want from you is the call out from the statues, left to right. Taking me in too.
Left to right.
Square, circle, triangle.
Yeah, square, circle. Yep.
Cool. Now figure out which one is you.
Okay. I have circle.
Cool. What's on your wall?
I don't see anything yet.
Pull up your ghost for a second and then put it right back, and it should show them
Gotcha.
the PlayStation bug.
Circle and triangle.
Cool. So what do you need to do?
Thanks, Nick.
So I want to get rid of my triangle.
Exactly. So kill a knight until you get a triangle.
Dissecting.
Oh, I have square. I wasn't sure, so
Just grab it in left. Put it in left. You got
Alright,
it.
so I killed the knight and he dropped the triangle.
Perfect. Go ahead and pick it up, and then you need to go give it to the person that's holding triangle, which the call out was square, circle, triangle. So you need to give it to the right statue.
Yeah. Register scored. Okay.
Cool. We're actually gonna do a little mini death right here. I got mine sent out. Show, did you get your sent out?
Yep.
Cool. So now at this point, we should all be sorted. You should have 2 circles on your wall. I've got 2 triangles, and Show should have 2 squares on his wall.
All right, I'm looking for cactus. Cactus 5.
Alright, I just spawned. So I'm killing a knight.
Show 4. Yeah, so don't do
So I
anything.
killed a knight. Okay.
I just hold for a second until you know what? Yeah, go ahead and distribute them.
Okay, so he dropped a circle.
Yep. So both of them will drop a circle. So you're gonna give one circle to left, one circle to right because you got to distribute those.
Yeah.
One to each person.
Gotcha. Alright, just killed my ogre. Killed one more. Just looking for another knight. There he is. Alright. Done.
Perfect. Now you're watching your wall. Eventually you should have a triangle and a square show up.
I just have a square.
Yep, I am giving you your triangle now. Because I'll just hold this slow.
Wait, I thought we were done, Granny.
Yep, triangle and square.
I'm pretty sure we were done.
Oh wow. That might be.
I mean, not now. Now we've staged changes.
No, we're done. Yeah, we're done.
I haven't put anything in.
Okay, somebody
Cool.
dunked something in right side that need to be dunked.
Go ahead and, if you haven't already, go ahead and kill ogres, kill knights until you get 2 shapes. You're picking up both shapes at the same time.
Alright, so
And then you're
this
walking through the big
square.
glass wall.
I don't know, we have a glitched shape in the middle now, so I'm not sure. I think we're still done, but...
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, claim 2 shapes, walking through the wall.
That's
Perfect.
why I was
So now
really
that's
going to
think of
double
that as your
triangle.
key to get out of the room. They set up the lock, we set up the key.
Working.
Yeah, well, once we were done previously, though.
Oh, okay.
And then something that somebody else did outside would have made that double triangle spawn.
Cool. Let's do that one more time. So we're just gonna do a little ghost face here, and then we're gonna wipe it, and then we'll have you do dissecting. That's basically it. I'm not gonna direct you. This one.
Yeah, okay. Wait, so, and then let me, so I want to...
Let's do this part
when
first,
I
real quick. Sorry.
spawn-
Cap
Would I
4?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Make sure we get through this before we done. Stick was 2. Do you see anybody anywhere? Go 5. I'm just kidding. It's gonna be last. Cool. Go ahead and go to the far side of the room again. We're gonna do the exact same thing. Go ahead and ask your question then.
I think I'm good for right now. I'm gonna see if I can get it.
Perfect. We're gonna do the exact same thing. First thing I want from anybody in the room is to give the call out of the shapes that are on the guardians.
Square, triangle, circle. Or, yeah, left to right. Square, triangle, circle.
Perfect.
And then
First step is to sort them.
Find circle.
I can handle dissecting.
Yeah, I was gonna let you.
I'm doubled.
If one of my knights drops my own shape, like, do I even bother picking it up?
Nope, just leave it.
Yeah, okay.
Unstop spawning.
Do knights sometimes not drop a shape?
No, they should drop them on every time.
Are we distributing already? Are we waiting until everyone calls double?
You should be waiting for everybody to call double.
Alright,
I'm doubled.
I'm doubled.
Do you have 2 of your own shape on the wall now? Cameron?
I only redistributed 1 square, but the knights keep dropping circle for me.
Yeah.
What do you have
So,
on your wall? Is your wall 2 flashing circles?
Yes, yeah.
and you're good. So that's the first step. So now you are sorted. So now you want to distribute. So that is the idea. The first step is to get rid of a single shape to make sure that you have both of your own shape.
Got it, okay.
And then once everybody's sorted, then you distribute 1 to each. So you're going to give a circle to the middle, circle to the left. Does not matter the order. Dissecting is done, by the way. When you're about to die.
Yeah, okay. Fuck.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I think you did it
thought
right.
I
You
had
just
it.
there was a
Yeah.
missed step of communication right there.
Yeah, I thought I had to give out 2 in the beginning. That's why
Just
I
one.
messed up.
Have
One or
stick,
none.
man.
I'm 5. Show is 3.
Well, so now just pick up where you left off. The idea is to get rid of both of your circles, one to left, one to middle. Again, it does not matter the order. If something else drops from the knights, don't pick it up until you get the circles out of there.
Alright, I'm going for one more. I accidentally picked up a square. I thought it was just going to immediately drop circle. Is there a
Okay.
way I can get rid of it?
Pick up a second shape if you can.
Okay. Because I'm just waiting to give that second
Yep, just
circle
go. Just,
to...
yeah. That is obviously the risk with this strategy.
Yeah.
But
I'm dropping that second circle off right now. And then I'm getting my lock to get out of here, right?
so if you pick up a second shape, it basically just refreshes them. It gets rid of them, but doesn't actually do
so
anything
it
to them.
actually
So you gotta go pick up the circle again. Probably wiping though. But that is one thing to watch out for, and that's the biggest issue with this strategy. That's all good.
I just deposited the circle. I don't know if it'll save, but...
You're following, my friend?
triangle, Square.
Yeah. All good. We are wiping right now though.
Okay.
Timer's out. That's all good. Let's do that. Let's do that again then. Just to give you a little more practice with it. But that it sounds like you did it right. It's just that you we were really slow because you didn't communicate that you had both doubles on your wall. So the idea for that first step is to get whatever your statue's holding. The idea is to get two of those shapes on your wall.
Yeah.
Nothing else. You're getting rid of your square or getting rid of whatever shape you have, other shape you have, and giving it to your teammates.
So if I go in and I have circle, like the first thing I do is I go and get circle. I know that I need another circle to give myself to. Wait, let me say that again. If I go in there and I'm holding circle, then I know I need another circle.
You need somebody else to give you a circle. You can't give your own. You can't give yourself shapes. Think of
Gotcha,
it.
and then
Think of
I'm
it like your
killing-
room. Your room has these shapes, not you, and you need to shuffle them and give them away to other people's rooms. So your room, when you start off, will always have at least one of your own shape. It can have both of them, which means you would just basically skip first step or wait for your teammates. But sorry, go ahead and ask your other question.
Yeah. So. Alright, so if I walk in there and I have circle, I know my other teammates have to give me circle, and I'm working to give whoever has square a square or triangle a triangle.
Exactly.
Once that happens, we're all sorted, and then we can work on getting rid of our shapes to everybody else.
Correct.
So
And it
like,
is
I
important
want
to make sure that everybody's on the same step. So you don't want to start with the distribution until everybody else is also doubled, because you might be a little bit faster, they might be a little bit slower.
Got it. And then once I'm, I want to make sure I get the wall correct. So like once I have my 2 circles on my wall, then and everyone's good to go, then we can start distributing like I'll give my circle to middle, I'll give my other circle to right if I was left, and then I would then go get my lock after that, which was triangle and square, and then walk out the glass wall.
Exactly. And you might have to wait if your teammates are a little bit slow, and that may not be their fault. It may just be us reviving them slowly. You may have to wait for that, for both those shapes to be available, and you'll see that on your wall. Your wall always tells you whatever shapes are available to be spawned in your room.
And then, because this is where I messed up last time, you're only depositing 1 the first time, and then you're depositing 2 the rest.
1 or 0.
Yeah, 1 or 0. It is possible for you to go in there and your statue's holding circle and you have both circles already. Doesn't necessarily mean your teammates are the same way. It is possible for everybody to have double shapes already, but it is also possible for one of you to have double shapes and the other 2 have to shuffle theirs still a little bit. So you just want to make sure you're communicating with your team and watching your wall, and then just making sure that what happens needs to happen.
Okay, cool.
Let's go ahead and try that one more time, at least. Or I have you screwing up your brain with dissecting.
Yeah, no worries.
And start it up when you're ready.
Sorry.
No, this is 100% expected. If anybody has any time commitments or time issues, you're more than welcome to peace out. I won't be offended at all. Just keep that in mind, guys. Need to go. Gonna start up.
All right, go.
I think we're all just kind of here just to kind of hang out anyway. I don't think anybody's rushed.
Alright, so it's triangle, square, circle. And I'm holding square, and on my wall I have square and triangle.
I have double.
I'm double.
Alright, I'm depositing now. Okay.
So on your wall, you see double squares now?
Yes.
Cool. Then you'd want to let your teammates know that so that everybody knows that they're good to move to second or to step 2. So you're good to start distributing.
Okay.
I'm going to die in just a little bit.
Alright, I'm done.
You got both those out?
Yeah.
Perfect. You just want to make sure you confirm that on your wall when you get back in.
Okay. So then I should see circle, because I was square, I should see circle, triangle.
Exactly. At least once they complete. Scout or Cameron, can you give a call for... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. Didn't have anything to do that.
Was he all the way up? I was looking for him. That's my bad.
No, you're good. I didn't realize he was spawned until I was like out in the open. Cameron or Scout, can you give a call for the... Oh, just kidding. You already did. Thank you. Show us 4. Gotta re-pick that up. Appreciate it. You guys are alive now.
Okay.
Alright, dissecting should be done.
Alright, yeah, so I see circle, triangle, so...
Perfect. And you should be good to make your key and come on out. Everybody else is done distributing as well, yeah?
And I'm giving my triangle away now.
Okay, cool. One thing to keep in mind is that if you, the glass won't be, yeah, you won't be able to go through the glass until everybody has distributed their shapes. So if you have your key and you're pressed up against the glass and you can't come out, that's probably why. But you should be able to now.
Alright, I'm walking out. Alright, I'm out.
Perfect. Gonna do that one more time just for practice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need me to go like up front again?
Not yet. Until we do that after the ghost phase.
Cap 6.
Wow, stick 4.
I actually feel pretty good about that cat.
Good. Let's do it one more time, just to be safe.
Yeah, no worries.
Do you... Oh, shows 5. We probably should go over the ghost phase too. Now go to the far side of the room. Picking me.
Square, triangle, circle.
I'm already doubled up.
Doubled up.
And stops out.
I'm looking right now. I'm doubled up.
Perfect. Go on to step 2. Distribute.
Alright, we should be done outside dissecting.
We're gonna die in just a second. Mine are both distributed.
Oh, I was just about to deposit my second one.
Cameron is 4.
Okay. I just completed mine as well.
Perfect.
I got back a square, so hold on.
You have both square and circle on your wall now.
I have triangle and circle.
That probably means you distributed a square on accident. So you need to give
Yeah, I'll send it back.
a triangle to the left still.
Okay.
But it's important when you're doing that you make sure you're only picking up triangles or whatever your own shape is when you're distributing.
Alright, my fault.
All good.
Let me kill this knight. So you said triangle needs to go to left?
Yep.
Okay.
And Sho should have sent you back the square.
I just got a circle that dropped. A circle and a
You
triangle dropped.
leave the circle. You want to get rid of the triangle. Give it to left.
Sorry, say that again. What shape to left?
Triangle to left. Leave circle alone.
Okay.
Because you don't want to have any of your own shape anymore.
Yeah. Alright, just did it.
Perfect. Now you can grab your key and come on out.
Okay.
We do have only about, you're good, about 37 seconds. Yeah, it's just something to watch for, and unfortunately that's just one of the biggest issues with that strategy. That's why, that and it's slower is one of the reasons why we don't like to use it.
Yeah. I'm trying to kill this knight right now. Alright, here it comes.
Perfect. Do you want to do that again, or do you want to wipe here and then we can go over dissecting? What are you feeling?
Yeah, let's do dissecting, yeah.
Cool. Let's go ahead and wipe it, guys. Before we go over dissecting, we're actually going to go over reviving guardians. Do you know how that works?
No.
So, that death animation, or that death happens twice each round, right? Once for the people that are solos, those 3 guys will die. And then the people that are dissecting need to revive them. The way you do that is you need to match their ghost with their statue, but the problem is when you are at least for the first set when 3 of you die, the 3 of us that are dissecting that are reviving you, we can't see any of the statues at all. They're all the ones that need to be revived are all blank, and they'll kind of have like a orange yellow glow to them. It just tells us that they need to have something deposited into them, but we don't know the shape. Or sorry, we don't know who is where. So, and these will shuffle around. They definitely don't stay the same as they are right now. So when you are one of the guardians that are dead, anytime that you die, the game is giving you at least, it should only give you one person to be able to see. It should never be yourself. Sometimes the game bugs out a little bit, and you can either see yourself, or sometimes you can just see everybody for unknown reasons. But essentially what you're doing is whenever you die, like the fake death, you want to switch around to who you're inspecting or who you're spectating, to somebody that's somewhere in this vicinity, so that you can see these 6 statue podiums in this semicircle. Okay, 3 of those will be glowing, or 3 of those will be empty, at least initially. And then we'll start reviving them, and as we revive them, those statues will then show up for you. Except for one of them, you're going to be able to see, as a dead person, you're able to see one of your teammates in one of those 3 slots. So we would just need that call out from you, and that's where that image, if you're able to pull up Discord, in the Verity Drustny channel in my Discord, I've got an image of all of us, as well as our little ghost next to us. Yeah. And that's why we do that, is so that we can see which ghost goes to which guardian. Because when we are grabbing your ghosts, the ghosts drop wherever you die on the inside. So if you're doing in the solo room and you, the witness notices you and you die like right here, do the little fake death, your ghost is going to be chilling there. But we don't know where you were. We can't see your guardian. We can't see. All we see is a ghost, and we can see your ghost, like specifically. We see your little dude. So we just remember what your ghost looks like. I know what yours looks like now because we've got that image up. And then I sit here and I wait for somebody to tell me where you are.
Got it.
But if you're dead, you're able to see somebody. You shouldn't be able to see yourself. Sometimes you can, but you should be able to see one of your teammates that are also dead in one of the 3 statue places that are vacant. So you just need to give us that call out. That's also why we try to use somewhat distinctive looking armor. It's pretty easy to see or tell who is who from a distance. Like your shoulder pad's perfect because I know exactly where you are, right?
Yeah.
So just give a call out for who is where, and then we revive you as we can. When that happens at the end of a round, 5 of us will die, 1 person stays alive. And as you probably noticed in our carry runs, there are ways to get around that. If you die before, then have somebody revive you during the witness noticing thing. That kind of gets around it. But it's the exact same thing. The 5 people that die, they'll see at least one. They should see one of their teammates that are also dead in one of the statue locations, and you need to give that call out so that the person that's alive is able to find that person's ghost, pick up that person's ghost, and then deposit into that statue. It's a little bit easier during the 5-person phase because your ghosts are next to the people or are next to yourselves. So when we're all dead out here, you'll see like this little statue you'll see like your teammates like hardened like rock, and their ghosts are chilling right next to them, right? So you can just wait for a call out. Never pick up a ghost and then go looking around for it, unless it's for this phase, at least for like the 5-person death. Don't just pick up a ghost and then wait for that person's name to be called out. Wait for a call out first. Go pick up that person's ghost. So for example, if nobody says anything and then eventually somebody says Stickman's on 1, I'm gonna go then pick up Stickman's ghost wherever he is, and then I'm gonna deposit on 1. The numbers for these are just 1 through 6, left to right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's when you're dead, you're looking around to see if you can see somebody else's statue. All right. Dissecting. So this is where it gets a little bit fun, and you will be in high demand if you're able to do dissecting for teams.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we're here to. I'm like, I can't comprehend how to. So
I'm gonna give you kind of exactly what's actually happening, but there's a really easy way to think about it that allows you to do it without really all that much thought. So couldn't come up here with me. Okay, so we got our 3 statues, and when we're dealing with them out here, when you're in the trio team, you're gonna have 3D shapes in here, right? Each 3D shape, as we discussed, consists of 2 other shapes, 2 other two-dimensional shapes, and then we basically get to move those around to essentially make the locks for the people to get out. So let's go with that same call out we just had: square, triangle, circle. So essentially that tells me, and these kind of follow similar rules as to what inside follows. So for example, inside, remember how I told you that each person is guaranteed to have at least one of their own shape? It's the same for out here. So if the call out square, triangle, circle, I know for sure that this statue is going to have a square in it, or initially. This one's always going to have at least 1 triangle in it, and this one's always going to have at least 1 circle in it. And it's just going to be randomized for the other shapes that those are paired up with. Knowing that is what allows us to do the shortcut that I'll talk to you about in just a second. But essentially what we're doing, and this just messes with your brain because it's a completely backwards way of thinking about it. What we're doing is we're shuffling around these shapes, and they always have to be done in pairs. So when you pick up a shape and deposit into a statue, that shape has to already be in that statue. And then when you deposit it into the statue, it will then light up that podium. Think of that as like your cursor, like that's the one you selected to start a swap, and then now you have to go select the other one that it's going to swap with. Okay, so for example, if I put a shape into left, and it's not going to do anything with it other than light the podium up until I tell it where to go, and then I'm going to deposit another shape into the one in the middle or one to the right, and then that will then swap the shapes that I put into it.
Okay.
However, what's backwards about this is that you're depositing the shape that you want to get rid of out of that statue. So for example, if let's say left is a cylinder, middle is a prism, and right is a cone. Okay, so that means left has a square and a circle in it, middle has a triangle and a square, and right has a triangle and a circle. What I want to do is I want to get rid of the square from left. So I'm going to deposit a square into left. I know that's totally fucked up. But that's telling the statue that that's what I want to pull out of it. So when you deposit a shape, you're pulling that out of the 3D shape. It's hard for me to think through that way. So when you put a square into left, it's going to then mark that one as you want to be pulling a square out of it, and then I would put a triangle to middle because I'm telling the encounter that I want to pull the triangle out of middle. I would then take the triangle from middle and put it to the left, and take the square from left and put it into the middle, and it would then recreate the 3D shapes, which would then give me a cube in middle, a cone on left, and then the cone on right would remain because I haven't done anything to that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's essentially what's happening. And I know that you're probably still struggling to think through that, yeah?
Yeah, I definitely want to see. It makes sense though. Like, I get like doing the lock first helps with this because, like, if I know that this person holds a triangle, like I need to get them a square and a circle by the end.
Exactly.
They need to have a square and a circle.
Exactly.
So that makes it easy there, and then just remembering what I want to pull is where I start. So if they started with triangle here, to get them square and circle, I would come over here, grab the square, and then exchange it for triangle here. This way, I can send the triangle over there, put the square here, and now they have square circle. Exactly.
Okay. The good news is you'll very rarely have to think through it that way, except for sometimes you have to do that with like the last shape. But I'm about to teach you like the super easy way to think through it. But if you were to do this, try to do the challenge for this, you will need to incorporate the actual understanding of how those shapes shift around, because you can't just use the shortcut. There's really no shortcut for doing the challenge for this, because the challenge for this is to use alternating shapes. So normally we would use for triangle to get out, we would give them circle and square, right? Mm-hmm. The challenge is to not use circle. You can't use the same shape back to back. Or the same set of shapes back to back. So if you use those shapes, the prism, cone, and cylinder to get people out the first time, you would then have to use perfect shapes to get them out the second time, which would mean you'd have to give triangle either a cube or a sphere to get out of the room.
Gotcha.
And that just requires a lot more steps to think through, because you can't just use the rule that I'm about to teach you. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's get to the easy way. Super simple. First thing, all you're going to do, and I'm going to teach you like rules you have to think through for this as well. But the first step you're going to do for dissecting is you're going to look at the shapes to see what you're dealing with. But you don't really care. We'll come back to that. Sorry. The first depositing step you're going to do is you're going to put a shape into. You're going to deposit that shape into each statue. So that call out that I gave you, the square, triangle, circle. You're going to mirror those callouts. So you're going to put a square into left, triangle in the middle, and a circle on the right. That's going to be your first step every single time. However, sometimes the order matters. Okay? So you're not going to really care too much about what the 3D shape is. You're just going to mirror the callout.
So if it's square, triangle, circle, do circle, triangle, square.
No. Sorry, not mirror it. You're going to replicate the call out. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're going to do the call out. You're going to put a square in the middle, triangle in the middle, or sorry, square in the left, triangle in the middle, circle on the right. You're going to do what the call out says.
Okay.
And the reason why that works, again, is because we know it's guaranteed to have at least one of its own shape, and we know that depositing into a shape into a statue is what's going to pull it out of it, right? So by putting the square into left, it's going to pull that square out of left.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be our first step every single time, is to deposit those three shapes into their statues that were given in the callout. Okay. Now, most of the time,
out here to do that.
Yep, there will be 3 knights, and they are actually fixed knights. So the left knight that spawns right here will always spawn a circle. The knight that spawns right here in the middle will always spawn a triangle, and the knight that spawns right here will always spawn a square. And you just got to go where you're putting those is going to change, but the knights they're always fixed. Every time you kill a set of knights and then those shapes are picked up or either or despawned, it will spawn in 2 unstopped champions, one over here on the right and one over here on the left. Once those unstopped champions are both killed, it will then spawn a new fresh wave of 3 knights, one of each shape.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the first step, is to mimic the call out. After that, you need to fix whatever one is wrong. Okay? So when you do that, what's happening is you're swapping 2 of them, and then you're going to put the cursor on the other one because it needs to have a swap done to it still, and then you need to figure out which of the other 2 need to be deposited into. So for example, let's say I did hold on. Can you go to my stream real quick as well?
Yeah.
Cool. So this is a site. It's I've got it linked in one of my Discord channels in the raid resources channel. This is a site that somebody made to help you practice what's happening dissecting. This is essentially what we're doing. So this is the call out at the top. That was the call out from the people on the inside. It's square, triangle, circle. And then these are the 3D shapes that are in the statues. This is on left, this is middle, and this is on right. And then these are just the knights, that the shapes that we can pick up and put where we want to. Okay, so if I'm mimicking the call out, and it doesn't really matter the order, I could do it triangle, middle, circle, right, and then square left. It doesn't really matter the order, except sometimes. Okay, when you have 3 imperfect shapes like this is when it doesn't matter. So it's a great example to start with. But essentially, all I'm doing is mimicking the call out. So it's square, triangle, circle. I'm going to grab a square, put it left. And again, that puts the cursor there. It's not actually going to do anything until I finish that swap. Triangle in the middle. And then that completes that swap. And then the third one I would do is a circle into right. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. This is what you're going to be looking at when you have the first set of unstop ogres spawn. So you're going to kill unstop ogres, and then you need to go back and fix the one that's wrong. Okay, so it's great that you understand how the keys are needed, because that allows you to figure out which one is wrong, because you just need to fix that. It could be that you need to fix a perfect shape, because we've got a cube in the middle, and obviously we don't want to have a cube in the middle. So it's pretty easy to know that we need to get rid of the square. But sometimes sometimes it's not that simple. Sometimes you're not just looking at a perfect shape and you want to get rid of the double. Sometimes you'll have 2 imperfect shapes and you just got to figure out which one has a shape that it doesn't want. So if triangle was the left call out and it's a cone, that would just tell us that we need to get rid of the triangle because we don't want the triangle in it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done those first 3. That's always going to be your first step, is to mimic the call out, and then we need to fix the one that's wrong. So left, we look at it, it looks good. The call out was square, it doesn't include a square, so we're good. That one's done. We don't want to touch it. We don't want to do anything with right because right's already got the cursor on it. That means middle would be the one that's got something that needs to be done to it, which means we got to get rid of the other square, right? Because that's what's needed. So we would go kill the knight that drops a square. We pop it in the middle, and then it'd be done. Okay. Let's get a different scenario. So that's essentially what it is. We'll go over that one in a second. That's essentially all we're doing. That's going to be the order. That's going to be what you're doing every single time. The order does not matter unless you are dealing with a perfect shape to begin with. Okay, so for this example, we've got a pyramid, which is what I'm calling a perfect shape because it's 2 triangles. And then we've got 2 cylinders. So this is, I would check for this as soon as the round starts. I would go around and I'd look for perfect shapes. If I don't see any, then the order doesn't matter. If I see a perfect shape, all I need to do is make sure that that's either my first or my second deposit. And the reason for that is because I want that to be included in both of the swaps that occur, because we're only doing 2 swaps, right? If we're depositing 4 shapes, it's swapping twice. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so all I need to do in this situation is just make sure I'm going to do the exact same thing. So this call out is square, triangle, circle again, actually. All I need to do though is make sure that I do triangle either first or second as my dunks. Typically, I like to do it first just to make sure I get it done that way. And the reason for that is because if I didn't do that, if I were to do square left and circle right, I would then end up with a pyramid in the middle and a sphere on the left and a cube on the right, which would just mean I got to do a ton more swaps to get that fixed. Okay, but if I make sure that perfect shape is included in the first swap, with either the first or second dunk, I'm still mimicking the callouts. So triangle goes to the middle, circle or square goes to the left, circle goes to the right. And then I finish that out, and then same exact thing. I'm just making sure I gotta go back and fix my 4th deposit. Is always going to be to fix whatever one is wrong. I usually go left to right. I look at square, or sorry, I look at left and I see that the callout was square, so I need to make sure it doesn't include a square. It looks good. So We're going to move on to the middle. Middle includes, it's a triangle and a square, right? Because it's a prism. And I know that the callout was triangle, so it means I got to get rid of the triangle, right? So I just got to deposit a triangle into it.
Yeah.
That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a lot, but I think it's kind of posting up a little bit.
Yeah, it is a lot. Okay, the last thing that I want to talk about is when you get triple perfect shapes. This can happen. It's pretty rare, but it can happen. This one's actually also pretty easy. All you got to do is you mimic the call out twice in the same order that you do it initially. It doesn't always have to be the exact same order, but I just do it in the same order. So call out for this one is triangle, square, circle. I really don't. I know that these are perfect shapes, but I honestly don't. It does not matter to me what they are. Though I know that they're going to be double of whatever they are because it's forced to be that way. If you got a double shape already, it's going to be whatever shape that call out is, right? Because it was guaranteed to have at least one square in the middle, one triangle on the left, and one circle on the right. Just happened to be that the other ones were the same.
Yep.
So all I'm going to do is mimic the call out twice. So it does require an extra set of dunks, which is a little bit annoying. So you got to do 6 deposits instead. But it's the exact same thing. Triangle is going to go on the left, square is going to go in the middle, circle is going to go on the right. I just need to do it twice back to back in the same order I did it the first time. And that's done. I realize I'm working on a delay. That just clicked in my head, so hopefully that's probably made it even harder to understand.
I was gonna say something earlier, but honestly, I've kind of just I made it work. It's
okay, cool. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's not too bad on mine.
How are we feeling? That's literally it. It's
yeah. I mean that's
basically mimicking the call out. It's just that the order sometimes matters. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll kind of walk you through it, and we'll give this a try. Can I get somebody else to be guaranteed in?
Yeah, I can.
Cool. Or I've got. It looks like Granny and Shaw are set up. You guys good? There.
Yep. Are you ready?
Yep, good.
Okay. And we'll just have you chill out here. If you get taken into a solo room, Cam, just jump into the pit, and it'll pull somebody else. One of you 3 come back here. I didn't realize Granny was up there. Alright, go ahead and start her up. You guys can do fast strat or the slow one, doesn't matter. Go ahead and just jump in the pit, Kim.
Square, circle, triangle.
Guardian down.
Square, circle, triangle. Okay. What's your first step?
Just repeat. So put a square in left, circle in middle, and triangle right.
One step before that, actually. I kind of got 2 after. Check to see if you have any perfect shapes.
That's right. Okay. So I have a cube on left, a pyramid in middle.
That's actually a cone in the middle.
Cone, sorry. Cone in middle, cone on right.
Yep. So you only have one perfect shape. All you got to do is make sure that that's included as either your first or second deposit. Square spawns from the right.
So go grab a square and then have it either be my first or second.
Yep. And you can only deposit one shape at a time. Don't worry about the ghosts. We'll take care of them.
Okay, and then I want to go, like, I'm confused about where I would go to.
Did you deposit left already?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't, now you just got to finish the call out.
Yeah,
The call out was square, circle, triangle.
So just now do circle, triangle. Okay.
Yep, circle in the middle and triangle on right. Wait, sorry, what'd you say, Gran? Gran was not 6. Oh, I picked up Scout. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I thought I picked up Gran. That's my bad. Shit. Yeah, I think we're out of revives too. That was just unfortunate. That was my own dumbassery there.
It takes so long to get on stop to proc.
We can just wipe this one actually. Yeah, let's just wipe this one. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Sorry. So again, your first step is to check if you have any perfect shapes. If you do, just make sure that if you have one perfect shape, you should need to make sure that's included in your first or second deposit. If you don't have any perfect shapes, your order does not matter. You're just mimicking the call out. And if you have all 3 perfect shapes, you just still mimic the call out. Just do it twice.
Gotcha.
And then the knights spawn circle left, triangle middle, and square and right. The knights. And the right knight will always drop a square.
We're good for fast shot inside, right?
Yeah, you should be good for fast start inside.
Yeah.
Go ahead and start it up whenever you're ready.
Hold again.
Singles. Square, triangle, circle.
Square, triangle, circle. Okay, check to see if you have any perfect shapes.
Alright, I got a cube on left. Pyramid in middle.
Which would mean sphere has to be on the right. Cool. So what do you do?
Yeah. So we have to do the 6 this time. We have an extra.
Exactly.
Can we still? You still deposit the same.
Yep. You mimic the call out. Just make sure you do it in the same order both times. Does not matter what the order is, as long as you do the same order both times. So you already dropped the circle. Go ahead and pick it up so it doesn't despawn.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be on the where you're putting the circle.
Would it would just be on the right where the sphere is?
Correct. You're gonna mimic the call out.
Yeah. Can you read me the call out one more time? Sorry.
Square, triangle, circle.
So I just did circle and right. Triangle in the middle.
Granny's 1.
Circle spawns on the left.
Alright, so I just did it from right to left. I did circle, triangle, square, so I just gotta do that again.
Exactly. No, unstops are up.
He walked in front of me, Cap Raise. I saw what ghost I had. Okay, I don't have show.
Do I need to give a triangle too?
Oh, the shapes are different now? Do I still
Yeah,
do the
that's-
same?
Just keep don't worry about the shapes. Once you just look at the shapes initially, you don't even need to look at them anymore. Just keep mimicking the
No
call
one's
out.
calling out doubles or singles for inside.
Oh, I have.
That knight moved to middle. He's chilling right here.
Who needs a
the square one?
I think so, yeah. So
Remind
you
me,
just
it's a
go off.
circle.
I need both on middle.
So this
I need a
is the
square
second,
and a
this is the
circle on
last
middle.
one for the second time.
Yep, and unstops are going to spawn again because we
I
picked up all shapes.
don't have a. I only have. I have 2 circles and a triangle.
Yeah, I have 2 squares and a triangle.
So it's in.
Alright, then Granny,
Double
you give me a
check.
circle, and then
Fuck,
you,
yes, that's it.
I'll give him a square.
you can give me a square scout.
All good, we could wipe 2 here if we want to. I'm not too worried about what's happening inside. Honestly, just tuning you guys out.
Alright, we got what we need.
Perfect. Try to leave at least 1 knight alive so we don't have more unstop spawn. If we kill all of them, then the shapes disappear. We'll have more unstops to kill.
I feel like I kind of prefer. I mean, I don't know if it's obvious, but having all the perfect shapes up is just easier.
Yeah.
It's
Either that or
it's pain.
it's painful because you got to do more swaps. But it's easier because you don't. The order does not matter at all as long as you just repeat it.
Yeah.
But same with if you don't have any perfect shapes at all. Cool. Looks like we are wiping, and let's do that again. Well, very nicely done. Yeah, people, it does kind of confuse you when you look at the shapes. You're like, shit, they're all. What are these? It does not matter as long as you look at them initially and you know, you kind of already figure out what the steps are. And then once you've done, the only time it matters what the shapes are afterward is if you are, is when you're doing, I guess. I guess if it's not all triple perfect shapes, then you need to look back. Once you've done your first 3 deposits, you need to look back and figure out which one needs to be fixed.
Okay.
But hopefully we get that right here. Hopefully I keep staying out here with you. I guess it's either me or Stick, so probably in good hands either way. Gonna start her up, guys.
Pulled again.
Triangle, square, circle. Singles.
Guardian down.
Double.
Taking me. You can kind of help him out a little bit, Stick, if possible. It'd be great. Single.
I got a cube in middle, a pyramid on left, which means a sphere on right.
Yep, exactly.
Cool. All right.
Was it 1 double? Was that the call?
Yeah,
One double, yeah.
My 2 are out.
Ready?
Hold on. Ready? Go.
Go.
Ogre should be popping up here soon. Yeah. All right, first round is in.
Granny 6. Cap 4.
Tell me offering denied on
So you can't double dunk. You see how it's glowing yellow?
yeah.
That means that you've already dunked one and it changes staged. You need to dunk in a separate statue and then it'll work. So here, I can dunk one for you if you need to advance it.
Was it double perfect shapes? Or triple perfect
Yeah,
shapes?
it was,
Oh.
it was triple. It was all triples.
Yeah, so I was gonna put pyramid in right, but it's telling me I can't. Or put,
So you-
sorry, triangle in right.
You never put triangle in right because it was circle, remember?
Yeah, okay, okay.
So you put triangle
So
on the
which-
left.
Okay, go.
All you have to do
Triangle
if it's,
circles.
if it's,
Triangle
if it's,
circle.
if it's triple 3D outside, just look in chat what the call out was, and that's where you dunk each one, right? If you forget what the
So
perfect
circle
3Ds
three.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah, so square middle, circle right. So yeah, I think we're done. Yeah, we're good. No, we're not good. We have circle and right.
Now we're good.
All right, now we're good.
Yeah, I wish somebody would have told me that before. Thanks, Car. I didn't see your message. Good
Do
God.
you want to be picked up, Cap, or no?
Resume as the round starts, I guess.
Yeah, sorry. Apparently I've been showing a screenshot of all of us this whole time. My screen. You can revive.
Show 6.
So I'm looking for, like, I see 2 people, right?
You'll see one person. Well, yeah, you'll see. Look for who's glowing, not just where a statue is, but
who's
like where a
glowing,
light is
okay.
statue. Yeah.
I see stick on 5.
Perfect.
Perfect.
That's exactly it. Well, let's hope you stay outside this time. Thanks and sorry. I'm an idiot.
So is that like 1 round? How many rounds do you do of that?
3.
Square,
Perfect.
circle, triangle, doubles.
Double. All doubles.
Double. All double.
Okay, checking for a perfect shape.
No. Is this cylinder on left?
Yeah, you're just looking for perfect shapes, so it doubles, so pyramid,
sorry.
cube,
Yeah.
or sphere. Are there any of those? You're good.
My last.
No.
Cool. So now you just, what do you do now?
So go to the original call out?
Yep, go to the original call out.
Yeah.
And the order does not matter at all for this one, because there's no perfect shapes.
then
Square,
what was the
circle,
call
triangle.
again? Sorry.
Square, circle, triangle. You're good. It's in chat if you pull up your chat.
Square, circle, triangle.
Stick 4.
Granny 5.
Other one.
Alright, I need triangle.
Triangle's on the ground right here. Somebody already killed it. That's the reason why when we do carries, we tell people to not touch the knights.
Yeah.
Unstops are up.
I think he just walked into my grenade.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It happens.
No, it's okay.
Cool. So you got those 3 done. Now we kill the unstops. Now you need to fix the shape that's wrong. So you can't do anything to the one that's got a cursor on it, so you just look at the other 2. Which one is wrong?
The middle, I believe.
Look again.
Because there's a sphere on left.
Do we want a sphere on left? Circle's fine to have on left, but we don't want a perfect shape anywhere. And then if you look at middle,
Yeah, yeah. That needs a...
middle's fine.
triangle
Sorry,
and
middle's
square.
good. Middle's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
But because
Sorry,
left has 2 of the same shape, we want to get rid of one of those circles. So what do we deposit into it?
So if it started with square and it's a sphere now, it needs to... Fuck,
Yeah,
it doesn't
you
even
at this
have
point
original.
you forget about the original call. We just need to fix the one that's wrong.
Okay. So, I mean, you gotta put triangle or square on left.
That's where we want a shape 2 go, but what do we deposit into left?
Oh, circle. Like we
Yep.
want to take circle out.
Exactly.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I'm doing that on purpose so that you can think through it. And that's
Yeah,
it.
No, that's good. And then, okay. Do I have to put it anywhere? Do I have to go, like, take it to middle?
No, because so when you did the first set of deposits, you did a
Yeah.
clean swap for 2 of them, and then the third deposit
Yeah.
you did, just set the cursor on that one. And all you were doing there with that
just
circle
that for a
deposit,
minute.
it was you were finishing that pair, that swap.
Okay. Well, nice. Yeah, that was sweet. Thanks for kind of waiting there.
Yeah, for sure.
Being able to have it. Because that helped out tremendously.
Do ghosts again. It is 5 for sure.
Captain Fury is 6.
Granny 4.
Show is 3. Wait, no, other 3 cap. Ah, shit.
Oh man.
Other one.
Oh, let's do it again.
Alright.
This time I'm not going to step in until it looks like you're fucking it up. Or you know what? I'm probably not going to step in anyway.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know.
Circle, square, triangle.
Double.
Singles.
Single.
Circle,
One double.
square,
Okay.
triangle. I can repeat the call if you need it. Circle, square, triangle.
One double, one double.
And no perfect.
That is correct. Granny.
Oh, I'm getting pulled.
I got yelled at, and all the trolls.
Go ahead and
should I do the
yeah,
sword?
go ahead and jump out. Or yeah,
Jump out.
jump into the pit. Is what I mean.
Guardian down.
I had killed a knight and picked up a shape.
Alright, I don't know what I need to do.
It was square, circle, triangle, is that right? Or no,
Circle, square, triangle.
Okay.
We can
Nothing
just
will
wipe this
die.
one on the inside. Let's just worry about getting this section done. I don't want to muddy up comms. We'll just plan on wiping once Cameron's done.
Cool, I'm gonna get square right now.
I'll just die too, so I can keep watching you. Oh fuck! No, I shouldn't die because then it pulls. Okay.
Alright, so they're in.
Okay. Now what do you do?
see if there's any perfects.
Not necessarily. You're fixing the one that's wrong. So right, you was the last one you deposited into, so you can't do anything with it, right? So you're looking at middle and left. You figure out which one is wrong.
So a sphere and there's a sphere in middle, so I gotta take a circle out.
Yep. It's not always going to be a perfect shape here, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
You sometimes will have to look at the shapes and figure out which shape doesn't belong there. It's obvious with the perfect shape because you don't want any perfect shapes here. So you grab a circle wherever you can and put it into the middle.
Where's my left knight? Let's see.
He may have already been killed.
Should I just put down another knight just to get the
Yeah.
round back up? Okay.
And then you could ask somebody else to grab the other shape if anybody else is alive out there with you. I'm pretty sure we're all dead.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you got to just wait for the shape to disappear. But I imagine we're about to wipe anyway. Yeah, we're about to wipe.
Don't me just jump in the pit.
Yeah, go ahead and wipe it.
Okay.
Not gonna be anything you can do in 5 seconds. Cool. Let's for this one, let's just see if we can play it all the way through. It seems like you're getting it.
Yeah. It's been a while since I was in the solo room now, so I feel like I'm gonna be like, oh wait, fuck, what?
Yeah. So we'll have you for at least guarantee you for the first one to be outside, and then after that we'll just keep playing it.
Yeah.
Play it out, and if you
Okay.
are inside, you're inside. If you're outside, you're outside. And if you're outside, we'll have you solo dissect. So probably go back to sorting strat if Cam's inside, guys. Sorry, I know that's confusing.
That's right.
That's why you guys are the best. Wouldn't start her up.
Yeah, what's funny, Cap, is that time I accidentally jumped in the pit and then blinked through the kill plane inside my room, so I was just sitting in the bottom alive. So I appreciate that sentiment, but I don't know how accurate it might be.
You can start it, guys.
I thought sure I'd hit it. My fault.
You're good.
Me.
Triangle, circle, square.
So you're doing
Singles.
faster.
Yeah, you can do it fast.
Doubles.
Single.
One double, one double.
Triangle, circle, square is the call.
No perfect.
Cool. Triangle, circle, square.
Ready?
Ready?
I have one left. Hold on.
I'm just dumping it in.
I'll work on unstops before I grab you guys.
Alright, first round's in.
Perfect. Unstops are up. Oh.
Alright, so I don't see anything.
Granny
Actually,
4.
never mind.
Stick one.
Show 3.
Alright, so I'm taking a triangle out of the middle. Alright. Done.
Perfect. Hell yeah. Wait, now we get ready for the 5 death phase.
Yeah. Like, obviously I want to put a whole run together, but it's not that bad. Like, you just gotta
No.
spend some time in it.
With that rule, with that way of thinking through it, it's really not bad. I don't know. You just have to remember to look at your shapes initially. That's it.
Yeah. But I haven't done the ghost thing yet, but it's not hard, I can imagine.
I mean, you're
just math.
basically doing it just by helping us give a call out. That's all we're doing is we're grabbing that person's ghost and depositing them. And you can help with that during this part too.
Yeah.
Show is 4.
So,
Cap 6.
stick is 3.
Cactus is 5.
Wait.
Me.
Sweet.
Double.
Circle, triangle, square. Singles.
Sphere on
Single.
left.
One double, one double.
Sphere on the left is the only perfect shape.
Oh. What do you do?
Just taking that out first or second.
Yep. First or second. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Alright, I'm taking that out first. And then
Ready?
I have to keep that same order, so.
Ready?
Yep.
Go.
And then what was the call out again? Sorry.
Circle, triangle, square.
Show 5.
Stick 2.
Wait, so I took the circle out of the perfect, but where would I?
Just keep following the call.
Yeah, circle.
Circle, triangle, square. It's always going to be your first step for the first 3.
Yeah.
Triangle's right on me if you need it.
Yeah. Yeah, cap. Sorry.
Why do I have two
Somebody-
squares? Fire team.
Yeah. Then I have a circle, extra circle.
And the square just disappeared, so we'll have to kill an extra set of these guys.
Do you need a square, Show?
Yeah, square left, and I'll get you
Yeah.
a circle.
Okay, so you still need to finish out the call out.
Square going in on right.
Perfect. Now what do you do?
Alright, see what's wrong. Or perfect.
Not always going to be perfect. You're looking for whatever one is wrong. It's not going to be right because that's where the cursor is, so you're looking at middle and left. Which one is wrong?
Wait, so circle was first, and then circle and triangle.
Circle,
on
triangle,
first
square
right
is the
now.
call. Yep. So that means
Yeah.
we don't want circle on left and we don't want triangle on middle.
Wait. Fuck.
Okay.
We don't want circle on left, and we don't want triangle on middle.
Yep. Which one needs to be fixed?
But middle right now has it has a circle and a square.
Yep. That's fine. That's good. Because it doesn't have a triangle.
Okay.
It has the other two.
Oh, okay. Alright, so need to take circle out of. Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly.
Alright, so I don't know why I keep forgetting that.
No, you're good. That's making sure you get to it on your own. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly it. Done.
Cool.
Get ready for the ghost face. And these 2 unstops on the far sides.
You keep catching me on that. I keep thinking that it's gonna be a perfect.
That's because it kept being that for like 2 or 3
Yeah.
runs back to back. Not always gonna be a perfect shape. The other cool thing though is that because you had a perfect shape in the beginning, that actually, if you remember that where that perfect shape was, that's gonna be where you end up need to correct one. Cap is 4.
Cam is 3.
Stick is 6.
Gran is 5.
Cactus is 1.
Perfect. One more round, guys.
Scott, how many gifted subs to dunk this?
I don't care.
I'm getting pulled.
Wait,
Circle, square,
do
triangle.
sorting strat.
Okay.
For square triangles, what you said?
Yeah, circle, square, triangle. We're doing sorting, Granny. LG.
Alright. I'll let y'all do yours first.
Unstops. Sorry, I should have called that earlier.
Alright, I just gave a triangle. Sorry, I forget the word you guys said. Distribute.
Have you already sorted?
Giving out.
Everybody else sorted? Yeah?
Yeah, sorted. Yep. Sorry. That was
You're good. You should have 2 of your own shape on the wall.
I
Everyone's pretty good.
have square and circle.
Wait, how do I get a circle?
I
Sounds like some granny shenanigans going on in there.
passed them.
We need a circle put into left, right? Or are we done?
I did.
We're done. You did it. Cool.
Yeah.
We'll figure it
I
out.
just couldn't
too,
tell
but
because it was the fucked up shape.
Yeah.
Also,
Granny 2.
Show on 1.
perfect. Outside should be done. So just make sure we get sorted first. Is the idea?
Yeah. So I need a square. I'm showing square and circle right now on my wall.
You need to get rid of your circle. You need to give the circle to the left.
Yeah.
I have to go through another phase here because I have 2 triangles and a circle.
Yeah, so give the circle to the left. I think Granny just did you did the normal strategy, right? The faster strategy, okay?
I
Sounds like.
gave out both my circles to them because I
Oh.
I was circle.
I didn't know you were. We weren't on that step. Okay, sorry, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just gave out my circles.
Okay. I don't know what needs to happen now then.
I need the square and the triangle.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out what I can. You need a triangle, Granny?
All right, so
got
now
a
I
circle
have
back.
now I have 2 squares, so now I can start giving
Cool.
out.
Yeah, go ahead and distribute. Square left, square right.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, these guys don't do the sorting strat very often.
That's all good. All right, just waiting for one more square.
You should already have it, so you just need to keep killing stuff until you get it out.
Yep, yep, yep.
You got about 45 seconds. Feel free to use super heavy, whatever you got to do to get this done.
Yeah. Come on.
So
Not give me another night. What the fuck? I don't see an ogre either.
It won't until the shapes disappear. That might be a wipe.
That's not bad.
Oh, good. Yeah, just you gotta wait for that distinct call out to make sure once everybody's ready, then you can distribute. Oh, good. More practice.
Sleeping on the couch tonight. Can get my 2 hours.
Question about the first. So if you get sent into a solo room, if I'm circle, I just need. If I'm circle, what is the first symbol I'm going for?
Whatever
You're not
the other
going for
symbol
symbols.
is.
You're giving away what's not yours.
Right. Do you want to
Looking
end
at
up
the
having
wall,
2
looking at the
circles on your wall?
Okay.
So whatever else is on your wall, you want to get rid of it and give it to whoever that statue
Needs
is.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Got it.
The goal is to have double of your own shape. That's the first step.
I just forgot the step of how to know which one I need to give away, and I just have to look at the wall. Cool.
Yep. And if you ever can't see the wall because you're on PlayStation and Sony or Bungie hates their own parent company, I just pull out your ghost.
Ouch. Supposedly, air quote, they fixed that.
Triangle, square, circle.
They did not fix that. He had it at the beginning. Triangle, square, circle.
Who's in?
Scott is.
Granite.
Already on sound.
Sphere on right.
Oh, you don't know fast. You don't know speed trap. All right. We'll do LG then. Just distribute your.
I have
Make
no
sure people.
way.
Ah. That works out.
Triangle, square, circle is the call.
I just need my second circle.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, you're good.
Need a square. Here he is.
All right, I think everybody's doubled
I
up.
just killed him, sorry.
Yeah.
Unstop spawning.
All right, now we can distribute.
First round is in. Gotta look.
Nope, I can't give that to me. I'm gonna hold on to this.
Wait, and then so it's triangle, square, circle. I'm looking at it
Scout
right, and it has
is
a
2.
triangle and a circle. So I want to get rid of
Granny's
Scout
4.
2.
Correct.
circle. Yeah.
You said scout 2?
Yep, Scout 2.
Dude, nicely done.
Hell yeah.
That's perfect. Just make sure we keep at least one of those knights alive so we don't have unstops respawn. That section is done, by the way, guys.
Alright, distributing last shape here.
I think I definitely like this section more than being in the room.
You will be an LFG's best friend if you can do that. Just make sure nobody else tries to do it with you, because they're going to fuck it up.
Yeah.
So if they are doing this exact same strategy, it is actually pretty friendly for multiple people doing it, as long as you're both paying attention to what each other is doing.
Calm it out.
Granny 3.
Scout 2.
Cap is 4.
Sweet.
Oh shit. I don't know why I'm going up here.
Alright, it's scout again.
Alright. Square, circle, triangle, and LFG again.
No perfects.
Sweet. So the order does not matter at all for this first 3 posits.
Alright, I have my shapes.
I have my shapes.
I have mine.
Alright. Tribute.
Unstops.
Alright. And I just do the same order?
Nope. You gotta fix the wrong
Oh,
one.
no, still looking. Yeah, still looking. Okay.
Scout
You
2.
only, you only repeat that if it's all perfect shapes.
Show 5.
So I have a cube in the middle. Square, circle, triangles. Alright, so I need to take triangle out of right. Okay.
Nope.
No?
Right. So right is where the cursor already is, so you can't do anything with that. So you're just completely ignoring that one right now. You only look at the other two, and you gotta fix. Yep. Square, circle, triangle.
Alright,
Which one is wrong?
Square. The middle is a cube, and then the left is a triangle and circle.
So what 2 shapes are on the left?
Triangle and circle.
And they're both different, and they are not the call out, so that one's good.
Yeah. Square. Okay. So then the mid. It's got obviously it's got to be middle.
Yep. And it doesn't include circle, so you're good there, but you also don't want to have 2 of the same shape.
Gotcha. Okay, that's where I'm making confused. So take a square out of there.
Yep.
Okay.
The square is the only thing you can take out of there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Very nice.
Cap 2.
Cam 6.
Take a stick.
He said cap, right?
Cam,
Yeah.
sorry, Cam 6.
Oh.
No, you said cap
I
was
thought he
2.
said cap. Yeah, I put cap in 2 and it killed us. Unless he said cat. I don't know.
No, you said cap.
I heard cap.
No, it's okay. It was the guy with the horse. Or 2.
You may have picked up somebody else's ghost next, or I wasn't really watching. I don't know.
I grabbed yours, I thought.
Make sure when you're picking them up that the one that you're thinking you're picking up is
Well,
the one that
you were
disappears.
standing, you were the only one right next to me.
Interesting. I don't know. Oh, good.
And I put it.
Practice.
Square, circle, triangle,
Double.
Double.
double. All dubs.
Yep.
I have a pyramid on right.
Dick, are you letting people use your supers?
No, it's a fat finger. What? It's a big accusation. Ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Go.
Let me see square anywhere. Oh, it's over here.
Show is
Uh,
6.
Granny one.
You show 5?
5, yeah, 5, I'm sorry.
Okay. Looking for the square, circle, triangle.
You did your first 3 already, yeah?
Yeah, I'm looking for the.
One that's wrong.
I should take triangle out of right.
Perfect.
I just picked up.
That's all good.
Circle.
That's all good. I'll grab this triangle. If that ever happens, you just ask for somebody else to grab it, because you can't really get rid of a shape without.
Like having to go through the whole.
Yeah.
Loop. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
You
was
basically
close
have
to the middle,
to
that's why I
ruin
killed
one.
him, but-
Yeah. No, it happens. Very nice. Sick 5.
Show one.
Cap 4.
Scout 3.
You said show 4?
No,
one.
show is 1.
Show one. Show one.
Show 1. Okay.
Scout was 3.
Wait.
It's me. We can fast.
Alright, singles.
Single.
Square,
Square, circle, triangle. circle.
Sphere in the middle.
Where were you, Granny?
Single.
All single. All single. So both what you don't have.
Ready?
Ready.
Ready? Go.
One stops.
Alright, I'm about to take it out.
Granny 4.
Show 6.
Alright, dissecting stone.
Beautiful. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Just deposit in stick statue still in 3.
Okay.
He was at the wall, so it let him come out, so it duplicated his ghost.
Why can I not see that?
Mine sticks, so.
Stick is 4. Did it not actually revive you?
No, I wasn't 4.
Oh, no, you weren't?
Show-
Hold on.
Shows, yeah, I
Oh,
just
you
did
were?
the same thing. Show is 4. Show is 4.
Show is 4.
I could have sworn it was you.
That's why I had to change. I was like, nah, wait a minute.
Cam is 1. That's crazy. I looked at it 2 stick and I could have sworn that was you.
Well, I didn't even see it. I had my ghost, so I wanted to do the speedrun strat. No, no.
Oh.
You gotta. Yeah, just.
Furious Ghost. I dunked Furious Ghost.
Are we wiping? Yeah, no, he
it
was-
weird.
Okay.
I guess no one dunked Cap. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody dunked me.
Cap's ghost was laying right there in front of the statue, and I went to pick it up, and it knocked me out of picking it up. I was trying to pick it up, and it made it halfway through, and it restarted.
All right, fire team. Let's keep it together.
I don't know if we need more practice, fire team. I
I think we're
appreciate
good.
you guys. I appreciate giving us opportunities, but I think we're good to clear now. Yeah.
No. I appreciate you guys. I'm getting a lot of good practice. Which is good, because this encounter is fucking insane.
Come back over to this side, Cameron.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much now at this point, but I figured dissecting is probably what you want most practice on.
Yeah. Okay. I get pulled anyway.
Circle, square, triangle.
Yeah, it's fine.
You want me
Do
to
sorting.
Do the solo.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Go ahead and just play it out. What was
I
it?
got
Circle, square, triangle.
Yeah, circle, square, triangle. Can go anywhere else, Ching.
Okay.
I'll get the last square.
One stops.
How is my square knight on the left? I don't. Alright, sorry. Alright, so I just put circle on left, so
Alright.
it should have 2 the same.
Ready to distribute. Inside.
Yep.
You guys are about to die as well. Yeah, you're good to move on to the distribution.
My fault for taking so long there.
You're good.
My knights were opinions.
Granny 2.
I think
Yeah,
shows.
No, I've got grenade. I've got.
Oh, I picked up. Oh, you're right. I did pick up show. I forgot how I grabbed him.
Cat gets this 5.
Show 6.
Oh, I didn't even pick it up again. Nice.
The section is done.
Alright, distributed.
Should be good to grab your key then, once you have both shapes in your wall.
Yeah.
Alright, you should be good to grab your key.
Just waiting for my circle knight. Question mark.
You should have it somewhere in there. You might have to kill an ogre though.
Ogre's down.
Should be in there then.
Nah, ogre's right here. Sorry. sorry. Alright, now give me my knight. Alright, walking out.
Perfect.
Show for it.
Granny 1.
Stick 6.
Scout 5.
Beautiful.
Pull me again.
Square, triangle, circle.
Bring sorting shot in there.
Okay.
And stops.
Alright, I just dunked. I keep forgetting the word. Jesus Christ, the S word that you guys use.
Sorted. You have both of your own
sorted,
shape on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, sorted. Get him.
It should be.
Brandy 6.
Cactus 2.
Show 3.
Cactus is 2.
Let me know if you guys are good to distribute.
I'm doubled up.
Cool. Distribute.
Distributed.
Distributed.
Perfect. We get to grab a key then.
Walking out.
Awesome.
Do we want to wipe on the third phase again for some more practice, or are we?
I don't think I understand it yet.
It's 134. I'm confused at what yesterday is. Can we do it again, please?
Granny 2.
Cactus 5. No, I lied. Scout 5.
Captain Fury's
What is Cap?
6. Captain Fury is 6.
Granny's 2.
Wait, one more round.
Square, triangle, circle.
You can do fast trap.
Single.
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 All singles to what you don't have.
No. No, perfect.
Sweet.
Ready?
1 second. All right, ready.
Ready?
Go.
One stops. Watch out for the other one.
Alright, first round's done. What was it again? Square turns. I need a square from middle.
Stick is 6.
Gran is 4.
Alright, dissection's done.
Hey, Grand, you make it out? That was kind of cool. Duped your ghost.
Did we have any Aeon gamers?
No, I wasn't. Did you all make it out? You all made it out. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, it was delayed enough that I was just standing at the wall waiting for the break.
Ignore those ghosts that are up there, except for scouts. Scout is 5.
Cam is 2. 3. Cam is 3. Numbers
Stick
are
is 4. Stick
Captain
is
Fury is 6.
My ghost is probably up top. Just look for any harpy ghost somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's this one.
Any of the harpy ones will work. As long as it's his.
And who's last?
Only like 4 of them.
Granny on one.
Yep.
Looks like Granny.
Granny, how many? No, we gotta hold on to.
Granny, how many? How badly do you guys really want to beat this encounter? You know?
Sweet. Very nicely done, my friend.
Hell yeah.
Never had that happen
What do you
before.
do?
We can do it again. I don't mind doing it again.
Nah, I desperately want to go to bed.
What's your name?
Dude, I'm on the East Coast too. It's fucking 1:38.
Oh, yeah.
And I was up 24 hours ago. Fucking hurting.
Me too, because I haven't gone to bed yet.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Well, the problem is I have to be up in 3 hours exactly.
Bro, why'd you sign up for this?
Do we need to go through this? 'Cause I feel
I
like
mean,
we
I
already-
can pull if people want, but I'll leave that up to you guys.
I think we pull. Yeah, let's just pull.
Can I get a pull now?
Yeah. There's a secret chest near the top, but just for the sake of time, let's get it going.
I hear there's a
Check
bot
my
for
box
that.
for that. Did you rocket jump?
Yeah, or rocket grapple, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
While you give explanation, I'm gonna go potty.
You wipe it real quick first. You haven't already?
Yep.
Are we doing the Bungie intended shoot a rocket at your feet and the button explanation? Or are we doing actual mechanics?
Depends on how fast we want to go. I imagine, Cam, you don't have much experience in this one, yeah?
No, I mean, like, I kind of know, but I haven't, like, done it all to see it work together.
Let's at
I'm
least...
in the bathroom.
Okay, let's at least give Cam a little bit of a chance to learn these mechanics, and then we can kind of just blast through it a little bit faster. Because the mechanics are really not bad here.
Pace, because it being late.
Why don't you do 4 of the 5 buttons and then let him do the last 2?
That's a good call. I just swapped weapons, so I probably don't have any ammo.
I should be able to get 4 of them.
I have 11 rockets.
I say that as if I'm even able to pre-break anyway. It just I can't do it anymore. My game won't let me.
Honestly, I think it's just connection based or something weird.
I have 2 rockets.
Can I go?
Yeah. Oh no, did that one work?
It did, yeah. I love if you double shoot one and somebody breaks it, how it just goes to his like crotch at like Mach speed.
Alright, my friend. For damage, I'd probably say Queen Breaker, especially if you're in Titan.
Yeah.
Queen Breaker's probably gonna be your best option. I'm still on a rocket rotation because I applied my same
Give an
loadouts.
extra button up, right, for him to do one.
We got two. Yeah. Sorry.
Leave
Yes. Leave it. Yeah. Leave it up.
Perfect.
As far as the rest of your loadout, it really doesn't matter too much. I would recommend not just using a rocket sidearm for breaking these arms because it's a little bit hard to use those. Like an SMG is great. Pretty much any primary ammo weapon's great. Like a trace rifle or something is great. Kind of whatever you're feeling.
Okay.
Okay, so what happens here is we have the same buffs we've been playing with this entire time. The hexahedron, pyramid resonance, whatever that one's called, and then spherical resonance. But the way you get them is a little bit different. So obviously you're not picking up the symbols. The way you get the way you get the buffs here is you stand in the attacks for a certain amount of time, preferably before it starts damaging you. So you don't have to take any damage to get the buffs, but you're basically in the path of damage. Okay, so the square hand. So each type of hand gives a different kind of buff. The one that does kind of like a laser beam, it always kind of comes from the wall. People will sometimes call it a wall hand. And then it will kind of like put its palm out, and it will do a laser beam. That's what we saw in the third encounter. That's the square hand. That gives you the square buff, the hexahedron buff. The way you get that is when it'll kind of preview the path of its damage, right? The path that it's going to do its laser. It'll be kind of like this orange highlighted area. You just want to stand within that, and you'll hear it ramp up on you, and it'll kind of like go, and it'll give you a stack of that buff. Okay, and it'll give you the hexahedron buff. Same with the other one. Circle is the one that we had in the second encounter. So that's the one that comes out of the ground and then does like a little spinny thing, and then it starts sending out bees. It will then target out to a specific area. So you want to find that target area. It'll be like a circle projection on the ground. You find that, and then you stand in the attack for a certain amount of time, and then you hear it. You'll hear it ramp up, and it'll give you that buff if you want the circle buff. And same with triangle. You'll see the triangle hand way off in the distance, but then it'll focus on somebody. That one tracks to somebody. So that can be anywhere on the map. Even if the hand is on the right side, the triangle can be on the left side, just depending on where people are and who it decided to attack. But you just find the triangle projection on the ground, stand on it for a little bit, and it will give you the buff. Okay, you do get a secondary buff at some point during this, or whenever you're in those buffs. I don't know what the fuck that does, and it does not matter. But you'll get like some other weird one that's like this other weird name. Just disregard it. You're just focusing on the pyramidal, spherical, and hexahedron buffs. Those are the triangle, circle, and square. Okay. So that's how you get the buffs. Now your goal with that is to break hands. The way you break a hand is each hand is already calling for another shape to be used to break it. So for example, the circle hand can never be broken by circle. You have to use either triangle or square to break it. Now you don't necessarily know what it is that's needed to break it. So you usually have to do a 50-50 guess, and then you either have to do a 50-50 guess and grab one of the buffs, and then you try to use that buff to break the hand. That's kind of the way we typically do it, is that we'll have 3 people breaking hands. Each of us will grab one shape. That's gonna be our shape for that. If I grab square, the other people should grab triangle and circle, so that we have one of each. And then we just go around trying to break each other's hands. And then if it's not calling for what we need, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. If it's not calling for what we have, if I have the square buff and I try to break circle, and it actually wants triangle, so I'm not actually able to break it, then I just say circle needs triangle. That would mean that the circle hand needs a triangle buff to break it. Okay? So what I mean by that is when you, and you can preview this as well. So typically when you get your first buff for the first time, is you'll want to shoot the cuff of your hand while you're in the attack. Whenever you do that, it will then the cuff of the hand will lose like its particle effect around it, or like its shell around it. And you'll break that, and you'll be able to see what the hand is asking for. Okay, so if it's and those are pretty distinctive colors, but they do have the shapes on them, but it's a little bit hard to see sometimes. But for example, if you stand in the square attack and you break, and you just use any weapon to break the cuff while you're standing in the attack for a short time, it will break the outer shell of the cuff, and you'll be able to see what that cuff is, or what that hand is needing to break it. So if I do that to the square hand, it'll either be asking for triangle or circle, and triangle would be it'd be kind of like a jade green color. And you'll see little triangles on it if you look close enough. And then if it's asking for circle, it's kind of like an orangey brown color. And if any hand is asking for square, you'll see that with a red cuff when you break it. And like I said, you can always preview that, or you can try to break it if you already have a buff. So the way we typically do this, like I said, is, you know what, we'll probably have to do this with you getting the whatever buff is needed. So what I'm gonna have you do is focus on a hand, just pick a hand, and you're gonna go into the attack and shoot the cuff on it. You're gonna try to do that quickly so that you don't actually get the buff, because you can get in and out of there. You step into the attack, shoot the cuff, and then immediately step right back out, and then you'll still be able to see what the cuff is calling for. You're not focusing on trying to see what the cuff is calling for while you're in the attack. You want to try to do that without getting the buff.
Okay.
It's how you want to sort of do it for the rest. I don't know. I'm trying to explain this in a weird way.
No, I kind of get what you're saying.
Cool. So we're probably just gonna. You can kind of choose how you want to do it. Some teams will just kind of go completely chaotic and just go changing buffs all over the place. But like I said, the preferred way that we usually do it is we each grab one of the shapes and then use those shapes to try to break the other hands. And just keep doing that over and over again. If your hand is if no hand needs what you have, then you just kind of sit for a second and wait for other people to do more stuff. Okay. So if that hand is calling for what your shape needs, if that hand is calling for what your shape is, what your buff is that you have, you will physically see the hand do like you'll hear it kind of rattle, and then you'll see like the hand glitch out. That just means you successfully broke it, and you'll get the the glyph breaker buff at the top of your screen. Okay. And you can use that buff to pop one of the buttons. Now you can pop a button from anywhere, as long as you have the glyph breaker buff. But if you need to get cleansed, so for example, if you happen to get up to 3 stacks of resonance, just because you're not getting in and out fast enough, then a 4th will still kill you. So you want to probably go cleanse yourself. So you can do that at any time. Anybody can cleanse anybody, as long as anybody that wants to be cleansed needs to be standing on that platform in the middle. And then once a button is broken by anybody, it'll cleanse anybody that's on that platform of all their resonance stacks. Okay. Let's my music won't keep going. All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and give it a go then. So we're just gonna start the encounter, and then just disregard the ads, and or I mean, obviously don't die, but you're just gonna focus on the hand and try breaking it, and then see what that needs, and then go grab that buff, and then go use that to go break the hand again.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. So we got square hand right there. We got triangle hand on the left as well. Also, then get out of the attack. That's kind of like an orangey brown color. That's the circle buff that it's calling for. So just go grab the circle buff from the circle hand.
Okay. Circle's coming from out of the ground. Okay. I just gotta stand in its attack.
Yep, stand in its attack until you get spherical resonance. You'll hear it ramp up on you.
Yep, got it.
Cool. Now come back over to the square hand and try to do it quickly so you don't get the square buff again. You want to step into the attack and shoot the cuff. You got to wait for it to do another attack. How did it just leave? Okay, we were a little bit slow. That's all right. Try using that circle buff to break the triangle hand, or the square, or the new square hand. The square hand moved, so it may, or came back, so it may be calling for something else. You need to stand in the attack to be able to break it. Perfect. Did you end up getting one of those stacks though? How many stacks do you have of resonance?
Just one.
Perfect. So you still have spherical?
Yeah.
Perfect. So just go ahead and break a button, and then try to do it again. You can either break with that circle buff. You can either break the square hand again, or the triangle hand when it comes back.
Okay.
I didn't think you got out of that fast enough. That's perfect. Just wait for the attack to happen. Square's going on right now. Just stand in it for briefly and shoot it. Get out. Cool. So that one wanted triangle, so you can't do that. So now go try to break the triangle hand, but also get the triangle buff at the same time. So you got to stand in the triangle attack. It's right here. Cool. That happened to break. And that actually wanted to test. So now that was the triangle hand that we just broke, so we need to make a triangle out of these. We can take care of that. Yeah. I didn't really explain that. But we're just cutting out. We're basically cutting out
that makes a triangle.
Exactly. Yeah. Now just wait for a jump call. You'll see his eyes light up. So you're going to be your cue to jump.
Do I need to break his button? That
Jump.
last button on the top?
No, you can't do that while he's doing that. And don't break it quite yet, because that one will start damage. So now we want to get ready for damage by just going down to the plate.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
Go ahead and start it.
Alright.
Perfect. This is damage. My damage rotation is trash. Oh, I didn't get out of the laser beam. Oh, I forgot my buttons. Okay, well. That may be on me, fire team. We do not need to look at my damage numbers. That was the worst. It's been what, at least 3 months since I've done damage rotation for Witness. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing, but we're gonna introduce a few more people. So if you want to grab, just choose a buff and you grab it, and then we'll have other people grab the other buffs.
Okay.
Which one do you want to grab?
I'll do square again. It's easy.
Do you want to? You had circle last time. Do you want to? So you want to get the square buff?
Yeah. Yeah. So now I need circle because it's gold brown, right?
Yeah. So we're actually gonna. You're gonna grab. Yeah. Go ahead and grab circle, and then you're just gonna keep circle and just keep trying to break either square or triangle hand. I'll grab. Anybody have square yet?
I'm on triangle.
Yeah, I'm grabbing square.
Keep missing the thing. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Square wants circle.
Alright, so I'll bring, once I get this to... Alright, so I'm coming to square.
Yep. That may update by the time you get there, but that's fine. You would just keep keep the circle buff and just keep trying to break either triangle or square hands. And I've got the square buff, so I'll keep doing that to circle and triangle. Okay, circle test.
Square's done.
We're gonna make a circle out of this.
And
Perfect.
then break one of his buttons.
You can't do it during this part, so just wait for the jump call.
Okay.
And then you can break one. Jump.
Jump.
Yeah, you can break one.
I can fix your damage rotation, Cap.
There's one left. Well, that should be damage right there. Well, let's go down to damage now then. You can fix my damage rotation, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
That's his toxic trait.
We just don't even need to be talking about it, to be honest. It's not okay.
Do you need high ground?
Oh, I need high ground? Oh, man, you're right, dude. Thank you.
That's not on help, man. Our toxic trait is we talking about stupid shit.
Goodness. Yeah, we don't need to look at my damage. Well, yeah, so we kind of rushed through last encounter, but you literally got it. That's exactly how it works. You just you get really good at that when you do it more. Just because you know exactly how long you need to stand in it, you know, kind of, yeah, that's not too difficult.
No, not at all. I mean, I get it. Like,
Prince Man, I'm so sorry I ignored you. I was just
trying to see.
we're teaching somebody, and this is the first time I've taught somebody this raid in a long time. And I don't know, that was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
that's why I did it.
I hope you're doing well, my friend. We were just doing we did a full teaching run, sort of. He knew a little bit about, he knew a good chunk of the first 2 encounters, but I don't know. It was still cool to kind of teach him kind of the nuanced stuff that we know. Yeah, it's kind of wild.
This was awesome, guys. Holy shit. Thank you for fucking doing this for 3 hours, even though you guys
Absolutely.
done this raid 400 times.
I mean, I told him that that's what this is going to be, so
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys very much for hopping in. But no, this is exactly what I was expecting.
Yes.
It's really cool to get actually understanding that varied encounters awesome,
anyone
and
actually
not being
Blues.
You could not commend me, and I would not be bothered by it.
Okay, fair enough.
He's lying. It'll keep him up at night.
I'm glad
Just like people not knowing that high ground is the god roll on Doom Petitioner.
Yeah, that was cool, Deus.
Everyone just
That was a lot of fun.
because that's what I wanted.
I just go on the line, my friend.
Goes left to right, yeah. Whatever name, wherever you fall in the lineup, that's your combination.
Damn. Well, I'm in a clan called Selfless.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. That was insane.
Absolutely.
Really fun.
And I'll probably never do that again.
Phenomenal.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I just it's you honestly picked it up better than what a lot of people would, and I know my it's kind of a I don't know. I knew that you were a decent player already just from the couple times we played with you, so I knew that wouldn't be too big of a deal. But I know I can't do that for everybody.
No, I appreciate
I don't have it in me.
This is a good, fucking awesome team and good teachers all around, so made it easy.
I'm like that one guy in that one meme. I ain't do fucking shit. Here.
What do you mean?
I'm normally fine with teaching other raids, but this raid, when people
You guys ready
just
for,
are not
good for round 2?
interested in learning,
We
it's
got
just
like
So
it's
I
just
gotta
rough.
go see a dog about my cat. So and there's a goat knocking on the door.
What if we did every raid tonight back to back, with like everyone playing on opposite inputs, all white weapons, no abilities? Everyone's got time for that, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Sure. Let me
I have
go talk.
5.5 hours.
I just got my 5th red border for Nullify.
Nice.
Chaos Reshaped and something else. Good for that. Or maybe Bill Clip.
Can we do that with triple bows and no HUD though, Stick?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Ooh, triple bows. Let's go.
When are we doing the no HUD 2-player solo dungeon, Cap?
2-player solo dungeon. That is.
Wait, what's the 2-player solo dungeon? Is that I thought it was.
One person's on the keyboard, one person's on the mouse.
Oh,
You gotta work together. Power
That's
of
right.
teamwork, power of friendship.
Yeah,
make it
I
through the
would-
dungeon.
that's right. My mind was
like,
thinking
I
one
think
player,
we are two
two
people.
characters.
Nah, not like a solo dungeon, but
2 people playing it.
Alright,
Car,
we
I
double up.
have a good one.
I know
That's
they
fun.
fixed the Memento. Does it even look good?
It's,
not really.
it's basically what your nullify looks like.
Oh, God.
It is the weapon skin for the raid. That's all it is.
There was one
Like,
gun that
why
I thought
does-
looked kind of cool on. What was that one?
Like,
You
why
can
does
put it on
Gardens
your-
look insane, but
You can
Salvation's
put it
Edge
on
is...
your adept weapons from this raid to make them look like non-adept weapons.
Now that's method.
That's hilarious.
As an armor shader, it doesn't look bad, but you know.
You still do
it's
that?
black and white. Yeah, you can still preview it. It's about all you can do.
Mm.
It looks sick on Chill Inhibitor.
I'm not sure. Yes.
It looks good on the repose.
I could see myself either playing Call of
Just
Duty
turns it black and white,
or
a little bit of marbling.
Alright, well, GG's. I'm gonna hop out of VC, but I appreciate the run, guys. It was a lot of fun. I'll catch you guys on later.
yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Thanks.
Yeah, see yous.
I could see myself either playing Call of
Yeah,
Duty
we'll see it a million
or
times, man. Thank you for everything. That was awesome.
absolutely. I'm glad we got to do that.
Hell yeah, dude. Look forward to future streams.
Appreciate it.
Alright, man. Take care.
You too. Sorry. Either Call of Duty or possibly some Vault of Glass
Appreciate it.
stuff. Yeah, thank you, dude.
Hey, man.
Good job.
Yes, sir.
Probably play a little bit of Call of Duty. I might kill the stream though. I don't know. I haven't decided. Before all these guys hop off, if you guys can go give some love to our awesome teammates we had in here. Stickman. God damn it. Hold on. Getting over this right now. I can't type in my own chat right now with this window. Hold on. I never signed back in. I don't remember my password. Join. Log in. The hell? Goodness, this is dumb. And thanks so much for the gifted sub. That wasn't necessary, dude. I honestly had a lot of fun doing that. It's been you probably heard me just stumbling over myself. I don't even know how to teach this raid. Thanks for following, Scott. I appreciate it. When I teach other raids, I do it so much that I get so good at it that I know exactly what to say, how to say it, and in what order I need to say things for people to have the highest retention. But this was a good experience for me, and I'll probably pull the video for that and do something with it eventually, or at least save it so that people have a something to reference if they want to learn it. I appreciate you. Sorry, Deos. I'm now looking at your messages. I thought about playing Split Fiction with her. I don't think she'll be very good at it. I didn't play It Takes Two with her. I'm thinking that would be more up to her speed. She does not play video games at all. But I think, I don't know. I want to play Split Fiction really bad. I don't know if she would be up for it. She's not much of a gamer. She's not a gamer at all. I'm glad to, Cameron. Did you actually like learn how to do? Oh, geez. I guess yeah. For Master Challenge, you'd have to do at least one of the buffs. That sounds rough, my friend. I don't have experience teaching that raid, so it's not clean explanations at all. But I was very happy with how Verity went. The fact that we wiped twice in Verity simply because other people were doing dumb stuff is really funny to me. How's it going, Bad Wolf? That's good, Scout. My learning is a little bit weird. I can usually learn pretty quick, but sometimes there's some things that I just don't learn very quickly, but I learn them very well when I know the I'm a comprehensive learner. I need to learn everything about everything that's going on before I can do like anything. Which is it helps that I do day one raids because I get to like actively learn it with my team when live time as it's going on. We all get to learn it at the same time, which is helpful to me because when I learn something, I learn the hell out of it and I go like really deep into it. But sometimes that means I I can't learn things very quickly from some people, and a lot of the reason for that I think is because sometimes when people teach, and for the most part this is how most people probably need it, but when a lot of people teach, they give a very small portion of what you're supposed to be doing, or they give you just what you are doing, and then I struggle with that kind of learning, because I need the whole picture for me to learn anything. Dude, Crown of Sorrows was a rough one to kind of learn and visualize. I did struggle with that one a little bit, personally, but you know, that was well before my time of like really doing raids as much as I do. I think I did Crown of Sorrow like 2 or 3 times. Hold on. Times did I do Crown? 5 times. I did Crown of Sorrow 5 times. But man, that was a fun raid. That was a good raid. Missed that one. It'd be crazy to me if we don't get these back sometime soon. I think we need these raids. How's it going, Mike? That's exactly how I am, Mike. I need to understand the entire picture. I need to understand what everybody's doing to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. Otherwise, I struggle. The other issue that I have with teaching that raid, like offering teaching for that raid, is that you do one, like that was 3 hours. Now granted, we could have split that up a little bit, but a long time for just a single person, and that would have been increased by quite a bit, at least for 4th encounter, because 4th encounter I feel like is a very much a solo. Only one person should be learning 4th encounter at a time is kind of my thought. So either you're teaching some, like maybe you can teach like the inside stuff all at once, but for dissection, I think to be able to really understand what's happening, I think you need to solo it multiple times in order to understand dissection. If you got multiple people trying to learn it, it just kind of, it just muddies it, because you gotta either share it with that person, or that person has to be forced to stay out, and because you don't have any, or stay out of it, and because you don't have any way to really force who gets to stay outside, just struggles, or it's a struggle to kind of get the same person learning it back to back. That's why it's nice. It's really nice that we had a full team of 5 to help to teach one single person, because then we can all just kind of rally around that person to get them where they need to be to learn it. Dude, Cam, you're gonna be, if you were to go into an LFG, you knowing how to dissect is huge. So many people don't know how to do it. The only thing that's important to remember is that if they are not doing it the same way you are doing it, it's really important that they stay out of it, because some people, if they're not doing the quicker strategy that you're doing there, they're going to probably do it all manually, and then they're going to be messing up your swaps. But I think a good chunk of people are doing it this way. I would hope a lot of people are doing it this way. I don't know. I don't get into LFG very often. Alright, dudes, I think I'm gonna kill the stream. I appreciate you guys a lot. That was a lot of fun. Oh, I forgot to shout people out before I go. Please, if you aren't already, please go give some love to the people that were joining us. We had Stickman, who's just a beast at this game. I don't know why he wanted to join us for that. He would have been, I imagine he was bored out of his mind. I imagine I would hope he was playing Peggle the entire time. I wasn't watching his stream, but I would hope he was playing Peggle the entire time. please go follow Show. Show is still streaming, and we're probably going to send you guys over to him anyway. But please go show him some love. And we also had Granny joining us. Granny was very helpful. I don't know why he wanted to stay up that late. He's East Coast as well, or East Coast time. And that's some rough hours for my granny. Good. I'm glad you were playing some Peggle. All right, dudes, I'm going to send you over to Show. I'll probably stay on for a little bit longer, but I'm going to kill the stream and probably just play a little bit of Call of Duty or something. But I love you guys. Appreciate you. They're sending you over to the Show 1210. I don't even know if he's going to be streaming very much longer, but hopefully he is. Either way, he's talking more about Verity. And I think people can never having too much Verity. All right, guys. Love you lots. We'll talk to you. I'll probably be on tomorrow. Very likely I'll be on tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Love you.